Jiraye, abura sana fola, Kelly, 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 Jiraye.
where tonight the Valley View Blazers make their 6th consecutive Class 5A state playoff appearance as they host the Cardinals of Farmington High School. Hello, everybody. I'm Randy Myers under the headset, and in the NEA Baptist broadcast position, Valley View enters this game ranked 6th in the state in Scorebook Live's Class 5A poll, and as co-champions of the 5A East Conference, Farmington is ranked 6th in Class 5A by Hootens.com, and the Cardinals enter this game as the runner-up in the 5A West Conference. However, due to the tiebreaker point system, the Cardinals had to settle for the 4 seed out of the West. They were actually one of 3 teams to finish tied for that runner-up spot in the 5A West Conference behind league champion Shiloh Christian. Valley View is the 1 seed out of the East. Valley View enters this game coming off a very disappointing 16-7 loss on the road at Batesville last week. The Blazers scored first and took the early lead early in the second quarter, leading 7-6 at halftime, but the Blazers were unable to put any more points on the board in the second half and were outscored 10-0 in the third and fourth periods. Farmington enters this game with a 7-3 mark after hanging on for a 41-40 win last week against Prairie Grove. That was a Saturday morning game that was delayed due to the inclement weather last weekend in Northeast Arkansas. To sit down with Valley View head coach Sean Cockrell for our weekly pregame chat. We will share that conversation with you when we return in 2 minutes on the EAB Sports Network.
Follow me on a new healthcare journey, full of possibilities. Experience world-class care delivered by friends, family, and neighbors right here in your community, bringing industry-leading technology to you, not the other way around. Your health record, your appointment scheduling, and your medications all in one place, and your lab results delivered the instant they're recorded. Do we look at healthcare differently? Absolutely. Experience the difference, and you will too. NEA Baptist, healthcare for the next century.
Best savings anywhere at First National Bank. For a limited time only, a 13-month CD special at 4.15 annual percentage yield. You can visit fnbank.net/specials to lock in your rate today. Also available by visiting any of our 23 locations in Arkansas and Tennessee. 13 months, 4.15 APY at First National Bank. Offer valid as of November 2nd, 2022. Rate subject to change. Valid at all locations. $1,000 minimum to open. Penalty for early withdrawal. Member FDIC equal housing lender.
Get huge savings now at every Cavanaugh dealership. Cavanaugh has a great selection of late model, low mileage, certified pre-owned cars, trucks, and SUVs. And most are still under factory warranty. We have every model, so you're sure to find the vehicle you want. And when you buy at Cavanaugh, every new and used purchase comes with 1 year free maintenance. Plus, we buy cars. Bring a vehicle, get a check. Come see us today at one of our dealerships or go to CavanaughCars.com.
The home team at Jonesboro Orthopedics and Sports Medicine is proud to welcome Dr. Asa Schneickel. Dr. Schneickel is an ACE State alum and is Northeast Arkansas's only joint revision surgeon, specializing in several forms of joint replacement. He joins the Jonesboro Sports and Orthopedics team with more than 40 years experience in getting you back in the game. So if you have a sports injury, just some nagging aches, or even need help with concussion management, call JOSM at 932-1820 to schedule an appointment. Jonesboro Orthopedics and Sports Medicine, excelling in our field so you can excel on yours.
And we welcome you back to Blazer Football as we continue along now with our First National Bank pregame show. Randy Myers, joined now by Valley View head football coach Sean Cockrell. Coach, first round playoff game tonight. Unfortunately not coming into this game with the momentum that you would have liked to have had after the season-ending upset loss to Batesville last week. So let's start right there and just kind of get your thoughts on what happened last week.
Yeah, you know, I felt like it was kind of one of those things. You can put it on me. I didn't have us prepared. I didn't have us ready, mentally ready. And Batesville played really well. You know, they played our butts off and did some things that kind of hurt us. You know, defensively, they rushed 3 and dropped 8, so we couldn't really get behind them. We weren't doing really well up front. Couldn't find any holes to run the football. Had a lot of drops. The wind was a little factor in the throwing game. So, you know, you throw all that together, and the kids knew it. You know, we already knew we were the 1 seed and all that kind of stuff. So the motivation wasn't there, and I feel like that's my fault. And hopefully we'll regroup this week and have a little better motivation.
You know, I've told you this before we began this interview a moment ago, but earlier this week had 3 of your players Carson Winters, Cal Richardson, and Hayden Ross in the studio with us on our morning show on Wednesday. And one thing that impressed me about those guys was the way they owned up straight away and admitted that, they were not properly motivated or prepared to play that game.
Yeah, I think we knew it all after the game. I mean, it was like we were just really, really trying anything, coaching-wise, playing-wise, and it just didn't work out for us. And, you reel off eight in a row. You kind of forgot what losing was like, and they remembered really quickly afterwards, and hopefully that refocused us and got us prepared for this week.
One positive that coming out of that game, I thought, kind of was the play of Kenny Robinson. He had a couple of huge plays where he blocked an extra point kick, and then he also had an interception at the goal line that he ran back for over 70 yards, and it was a situation where Jay was out of the game at that particular moment. I don't really know why. You can address that if you'd like. But in baseball, had been kind of picking on him a little bit, and suddenly after that play, they weren't picking on him anymore for the rest of the night. They quit throwing the ball in his direction.
Yeah, Kenneth's done a really good job for us all year, and he's right on the verge of playing. Jay's had a foot issue. Yeah. Here he didn't practice, but maybe one day last week, and then it's still bothering him a little bit. But Kenneth's going to start tonight, so Jay's going to move to safety. They're going to throw it all over the place, and Kenny's got great speed and great, he can go make plays on the ball. So getting that playing time last week is really going to help him this week, and he's a great young man, super smart, and does a great job for us. But I told him he's got to go score next time because we needed it. We needed that big time, and he was tired. They'd thrown 2 or 3 go balls right at him before, so but he's going to do a great job for us.
I'll tell you what, he made every effort to score that time, and I thought for a second he was going to do it, though. I mean, he ran it back 72 yards.
Yeah, he did, and he's had another pick this year as well, so he's around the football. He makes all the plays, and I think he'll do well tonight.
Is he one of your fastest guys? He looks like he is.
He is. I mean, I think he's right there with Slade and Carson. I think those 3 guys are probably the fastest guys on the team.
Any other particular individual performances from the Batesville game that you'd like to point out?
Carson Winters had 18 tackles.
Right,
so,
yeah.
You look at that, and, we lost our end zone camera right before the game. I think we would have been able to make some adjustments. We kept trying to figure out how they were getting on Brian so much. We were leaving a guy free on the offensive line, but, it had a lot to do with their game plan. But, so I thought Winters played exceptional, and he's continued to all year.
All right, we turn the page on Batesville and put that one behind us, and tonight you've got your 6th consecutive appearance in the Class 5A playoffs. A very tough draw, maybe the toughest draw for any team that's supposedly a 4 seed. I think you probably got the best one of the bunch. And this Farmington team, they actually finished in a 3-way tie for 2nd place in the 5A West, and they're only here as a 4 seed because of the tiebreaker point system.
Yeah, I'll tell everybody this as well, is like when any classification, it's tough to make the playoffs, but in 5A, it's tougher than anybody. Yeah. So when you get there, there's only 4 teams, and everybody's really, really good. I mean, you look at Nettleton as our 4 seed, Batesville as our 3. I mean, we've got really good football teams, and so do they. You look at Magnolia as a 4 seed. So, and we know how good they are. Sure. But, it's very, very tough. And Farmington, they had their quarterback get hurt a couple, games there in the middle of the season. Didn't play Harrison game, they lost. Didn't play Shiloh, they lost. Comes back and plays against Prairie Grove. Obviously gives them a little bit more offensive weapons. But a tough draw, but I believe that it's not going to be an easy draw no matter what we do in 5A.
Yeah. The first thing that jumps out about this Farmington team for me is their offense. They're obviously very explosive and potent. They're averaging 43 points a game, and as you referenced, they've done most of that with a backup quarterback. I mean, they didn't get their starter back until last week.
Yeah, the backup quarterback, he starts at safety for them. Right. He really has that run dynamic to him. He reminds me a little bit of Carson. He can run. He doesn't throw it as well, but he's still throwing it really well. But this Van Zant, the starter, I think he threw for 2,700 yards, 32 touchdowns last year as a sophomore. They want to get the ball out and get it to their playmakers. And number 33, Peyton Funk, is one that he's going to get the ball, and we're going to know where he's at all times.
They have a lot of weapons. I mean, you mentioned a couple of them, Cameron Van Zant, Peyton Funk. They've got a running back, a sophomore running back, I think, named Hodge, who's closing in on a 1,000-yard season. I think he's got almost 800. So, I mean, it's hard. This is an offense that, you can't concentrate on one guy and think you're going to shut him down.
No, exactly right. And that's why our defensive staff spent so many countless hours this weekend trying to get everything together and get them ready. But we've had a great week of practice. Kids are understanding what we're trying to do. They're going to check with me a lot. Farmington will. They'll call a play, and then they'll look to the sideline, call something else. They'll try to go fast. So we've got to be on our toes, and I think we will. I think our kids are prepared and they're hungry.
Is there anything else about, let's talk about schematically what the offensively they'd like to do. I watched the replay on the stream of their game last week with Prairie Grove, and it looks like the spread is their base offense.
That's correct. And one thing I've noticed is they're going to come out probably in the first 2 or 3 plays and run a trick play. They like a lot of throwbacks. They like a screen. They're going to do something to get you off your game. They scored on Prairie Grove second play of the game. Right. They put Funk in at running back, got him out of the backfield, scored. So they're going to do a lot of different things in the passing game, a lot of different formations. They'll go quads, which is something a lot of people don't do, put 4 receivers on one side. So they want to get the ball out. They will run it, and they run it effectively, but I think that what they want to do is go fast and get it out to their playmakers.
Now, they were here 2 years ago for a playoff game, which they won 28-7, but they've had a coaching change since then.
Yeah. Adams was the coach then, and he's retired, and J.R. Eldridge is a great coach, did a great job at Arkadelphia. He was at North Little Rock for a year. He knows his stuff, and they've had a really, really good season. Like you said, I mean, one of their losses is to Rogers, who's an 8-2, 7-18, 51-39. So they can score points, and they're going to be very dangerous.
Defensively, they don't look as strong. That's not to say that they're bad, but they are giving up a little over 25 points a game. So do you possibly see some opportunities there?
Well, I think what they do, they're going to play a forefront, but they'll put and have 3 linebackers. They're going to keep 1 in the box at all times, but they're going to blitz a lot. And so they take chances. And so that's probably where they give up a lot of their points. They take a chance, it doesn't work. Somebody hits them deep or out in the flats, and there's nobody there, and they run for, Shiloh's quarterback ran for about 250 on them. So once they get out in the open, but they're going to cause problems. We're going to have some sacks tonight, some plays in the backfield that don't work because of the blitzing. Right. But we've got to take advantage of it and try to hit them when they do blitz.
I watched the replay of their game with Prairie Grove last week, and that was an interesting game because they dominated the first half. They were up 34-12, I think, at halftime, and then had to hang on to win, and actually came down to stopping Prairie Grove on a 2-point conversion with about 45 seconds left in the game. So, that was. Do you feel like they just their defense maybe went into a relaxation mode, thinking they had it wrapped up after that big halftime lead?
Yeah, I think so. I mean, you're up 34-12, and you've done basically anything you wanted to against them, and that should kind of show you how good Prairie Grove is as well. Right. And the offense that they run in the wing T, I think that there's any time you relax, you're going to let a team back in it. So I think that's what they did, but they found a way to win. And they're going to come in probably upset that they're the 4 seed. Probably should have been the 2 as far as what we've seen. The Harrison game you kind of can throw out because they didn't really know what they were doing offensively. They didn't have the backup quarterback in there. They put a running back at quarterback and did some different things and had trouble scoring. Still scored 14, but it's going to be a game where hopefully the travel kind of puts them behind the 8 ball. If it does rain, I think that helps us more than them, even though we both like to throw it. But I think that our kids, at the end of the day, we're prepared and we're excited.
Coach, as always, thank you for the visit. I hope we're having this conversation again this time next week.
Me too. Thank you, Randy.
It's Coach Sean Cockrell. I'm Randy Myers. We'll be back in just a moment with Blazer football on the EAB Sports Network.
You raised your family here. Did every July 4th here. Refinished the floors here twice. Sized up your daughter's boyfriends here. Waited in the doorway all day when your son was coming home on leave. This place has given you all you've dreamed of, and now it's giving again, in the form of a gourmet kitchen and the quietest dishwasher known to man. Realize your dream with a home equity line of credit from Simmons Bank. Dreams realized. SimmonsBank.com. Member FDIC, equal housing lender, subject to credit approval.
It's a mix and match special now at all Jonesboro area Domino's Pizza locations. Choose any 2 for $5.99 each for carryout or $6.99 each for delivery. How about a medium 2-topping pizza, oven baked sandwich, pasta in a tin, Domino's stuffed cheesy bread, salad, bread twists, marble brownies, and so much more. Switch it up for lunch or dinner for the whole game. The mix and match special with any 2 for only $5.99 each for carryout or $6.99 each for delivery. Only at your Jonesboro area Domino's Pizza locations.
Elite Eye Care has a new Jonesboro location that is now open at 2100 East Highland near the Old Indian Mall. Hey, it's Brandon Baxter, and the team at Elite Eye Care is who my family trusts for their personal eye care. Elite Eye Care specializes in eye care solutions for patients of all ages, and you can be assured that your family is cared for like their own. Schedule your appointment at EliteEyeCareAndOptical.com or call 972-6040. Elite Eye Care at 2100 East Highland in Jonesboro and at 1515 West Kings Highway in Paragould. Elite Eye Care. Your vision is our focus.
A few years ago, a friend of mine was going to town to have lunch with the president of a college that he supported. He was stopped for speeding, and the trooper asked for his driver's license, and Jim said, "I don't have my driver's license. We're my billfold at home." The trooper asked why his billfold was at home. He said, "I'm having lunch with the college president, and the last thing you want to take with you is your billfold. Best price, best service. One saying, and God bless our troops."
And we welcome you back to Central Dealership Stadium for this first-round playoff game between top seed Valley View and 4-seed Farmington. I'm Randy Myers under the headset. In the NEA Baptist broadcast position, we are about 12 minutes away from kickoff. As I mentioned earlier, Valley View will be looking to bounce back from last week's 16-7 regular season finale loss at Batesville. The Blazers' only score occurred early in the second quarter when Carson Turley and Slade Caldwell hooked up for a 12-yard touchdown pass to take a 7-0 lead. Batesville responded by scoring on the ensuing possession, and the View took a 7-6 lead into the locker rooms at halftime. But the Batesville defense shut out the Blazers in the second half and held Valley View to a season-low 7 points and only 211 total yards of offense, both season lows for the Blazer offense. The Blazer defense got strong games from senior middle linebacker Carson Winters, who had a career-high 18 tackles on the night, and from junior defensive back Kenny Robinson. The reserve cornerback blocked an extra point kick. He also had a 72-yard interception return, all in the first half for Valley View. Farmington dominated rival Prairie Grove in the first half of their game last Saturday. They led 34-12 at halftime, but the Cardinals then had to hold off a furious Prairie Grove rally in the second half, stopping the Tigers on a 2-point conversion attempt with less than a minute left to play in the game. Our pregame coverage of Blazer football on KBTM and the Blazer News Network on YouTube is brought to you by First National Bank, where they put you first always. We'll step aside for a brief timeout and back with more in a moment on the EAB Sports Network.
Farmers and Merchants Bank announces the lobby of our new branch in Jonesboro is now open. The drive-thru is an MVP center with live video tellers 7 to 7 weekdays and 9 till noon on Saturdays. So in addition to our beautiful bank on Highland, you can also visit our new branch at the corner of Southwest Drive and Parker.
Okay,
more MVPs, more ATMs, more new banking at Farmers and Merchants Bank, member FDIC.
Go ahead and plan on making this 3 minutes, unless I tell you differently.
Valley View High School Athletics is brought to you by Gateway Tire and Service Center and Toyo Tires. Where there's always one thing you can count on, we go the distance for you. Before you hit the road for a trip across country or across town, drop by Gateway Tire and Service Center and check out the great deals on Toyo Tires. Whether it's tires or auto repair, you can always count on one thing. At Gateway Tire and Toyo Tires, we go the distance for you. At Gateway Tire in Paragould and Jonesboro, we go the distance for you.
A-State football and the Social Jonesboro are the perfect winning combination for game day. The Social has an amazing, delicious, fantastic, and tasty menu that goes perfect for pre or post game. Plus, the official Red Wolves away game watch party takes place at the Social. What we're saying is, it does not get any better than the Social on Red Wolves game day. The name says it all. Get social at the Social and get ready to howl with fellow A-State Red Wolves fans on every game day. The Social at Greensboro Village in Jonesboro.
This is Keith Baird with Baird Auto Group. There's nothing that brings our communities together like high school sports. No matter what the scoreboard says, it's a winning feeling just to be a part of it. At Baird, we want you to have the feeling anytime you come into one of our dealerships. Good credit, bad credit, no problem. Don't buy anywhere else until you shop at Baird location near you. Don't get a bad deal, get a Baird deal. Because why pay more?
Saving service, great selection too. Baird does it all for you.
Have you had to pay for costly repairs to your AC unit?
Okay, you can send it back after this one,
Air
David.
Conditioning
Send it
will
back
give
after
you a
this
trade-in value or buy back a recent repair up to $1,000. Plus, we have financing available and lifetime replacement warranties on new systems. But hurry before the new government regulations take effect. Call More Air Conditioning today, a Google guaranteed company at 870-336-2023, or visit us at moreac.com.
You deserve more, don't settle for less.
We welcome you back to Central Dealership Stadium. Randy Myers under the headset in the NEA Baptist broadcast position as we continue along with our First National Bank pregame coverage of Blazer football, as Valley View and Farmington are now about 8 minutes away from kickoff here in this first round state playoff contest. As we look a little closer at the series between these two, tonight is only the second meeting. Farmington leads the series 1-0. They met as recently as 2 years ago when Farmington beat the Blazers 28-7 in a first round game right here at Central Dealership Stadium. Valley View checks into this game 8-2 overall, co-champs of the 5A East and the number one seed out of the East. As we mentioned earlier, Farmington is 7-3 and one of three teams to finish as runners-up in the 5A West Conference. They are the 4 seed out of that conference due to the tiebreaker point system. As we look at their bodies of work, Valley View, of course, opened the season with a 51-35 loss to still unbeaten Harding Academy before reeling off 8 straight wins against Poplar Bluff, Missouri, Rivercrest, Paragould, Forest City, win in overtime, Brooklyn, Southside, and Nettleton. Batesville stopped the View's 8-game winning streak last week with that 16-7 upset. Farmington opened the season with back-to-back wins over Greenbrier and 7A Springdale. They then lost 2 straight to 7A Rogers, which is a top 10 team in Class 7A. The Mounties are 8-2, in fact. They also lost to Conference foe Harrison the following week. Then they beat Alma, Dardanelle, and Clarksville before losing to Shiloh Christian. They ended the season with consecutive Wins over Pea Ridge and Prairie Grove. They are a high-scoring offense. They average 43.1 points per game and have scored as many as 70 points on one opponent. I believe that was Clarksville, and they hung 58 on Dardanelle back around the middle of the season. Valley View is coached by Sean Cockrell. He's in his 9th year at the head of the Blazer program. He is 53-41 overall. Farmington is coached by J.R. Eldridge, who is in his 2nd year leading the Cardinals. He is 15-6 at this point in his career at Farmington. As we mentioned, Farmington averaging 43.1 points per game. The Cardinals give up 25.6. Valley View is averaging 30.4 points per contest and allowing only 15 points per game. But this Blazer defense will be seriously tested tonight by this very high-powered and potent Farmington offense. The Blazers check into this game ranked number 6 in Scorebook Live's Class 5A rankings, while Farmington is the number 14 team in the same poll. Meanwhile, in the Hootens poll, Farmington is number 6, while the Blazers check in at number 8 in that poll. Pre-game predictions. Hootens.com predicting Farmington to win this game. Scorebook Live also is picking the Cardinals, and Kevin Turbeville of the Jonesboro Sun has picked Valley View. We do not have the name of all of the officials. We were provided only with the name of the referee. So the head of the crew is Paul Fuller, but I have no idea who the other 4 officials will be. We apparently that information as of late this afternoon had also not been provided to Valley View officials. So all we know is that Paul Fuller will be the white hat tonight. Elsewhere across Class 5A tonight, some of the other playoff games that are scheduled, starting with the teams closer to home, our fellow 5A East Conference schools. Wynn will be at home tonight as the 2 seed out of the East, as they will play host to 3 seed Harrison out of the West. Nettleton, the 4 seed, on the road to Springdale tonight to battle top seed Shiloh Christian out of the West. And Batesville is also on the road tonight. The Pioneers go in as the 3 seed, and they take on Prairie Grove tonight on the road in Northwest Arkansas. Elsewhere in the 5A playoffs tonight, Robinson out of Little Rock is at home against Magnolia. That should be a great game. Morrilton will visit Little Rock Parkview tonight. Bologna is at Camden Fairview, and the winner of this game tonight, either Valley View or Farmington, will get the winner of the Bologna-Camden Fairview game, and it will be a home game for the winner of this one. In fact, Valley View, as long as they win in the playoffs, will have home serve through the playoffs all the way through the semifinals. And the other 5A game that's underway tonight will pit Hot Springs on the road at Mills. Your captains for Valley View tonight are Carson Winters, Jay Morman, and Jackson Harmon. We've got a little over 3 minutes left. We've got time for one more 2-minute timeout. We'll take it right now and back with football when we return on the EAB Sports Network.
Kids grow up so fast, and so has the Arkansas Children's Hospital Jonesboro Clinic. This is our clinic's 10th year of creating healthier tomorrows for the kids in Northeast Arkansas. There's no need to cross the river or hit the highway for your cardiology or diabetes needs. Road trips are for fun, not for health care. The team at Arkansas Children's Hospital Jonesboro Clinic is celebrating by doing what we always do, giving your kids more time to be kids. Learn more at archildrens.org/Jonesboro.
No matter what the season, it's always a great time to go to Wings to Go. Whether it's football, whether it's basketball, whether it's baseball, whether it's wrestling, whether it's anything, the wings, the salads, the hamburgers, everything they have at Wings to Go is always flavorful and it's always ready. All that has to happen is you come down and enjoy them.
Happy winging from Wings to Go. Save $80 on the spot at Plaza Tire Service when you purchase 4 in-stock Nokia and 1 tires. That's instant savings right now at Plaza Tire Service. No forms to complete, no waiting for a card in the mail. Plus, you can make the purchase easy on your wallet with a Plaza Tire Service credit card, featuring 6 months deferred interest on purchases over $149 or one of our no credit needed financing solutions. For a limited time, save $80 instantly on 4 in-stock Nokia and 1 tires with your card, exclusively at Plaza Tire Service.
When you bank at First Security, you're choosing better for yourself and fellow Arkansans. Better service from professionals who really invest in your goals. Better solutions with convenient tools and smart resources. And better support for the things that matter to you, as well as the communities that matter to us all. Because finding your better at First Security makes Arkansas better too. First Security. Bank better. Member FDIC.
Back here at Central Dealership Stadium, Randy Myers under the headset. We're just about set to get this one underway between Valley View and Farmington in the first round of the 5A state playoffs. Cameron's going to get the ball, or rather Farmington will get the ball first, and we'll get a good look at this Cardinal offense, which is led by junior quarterback Cameron Van Zant. He has completed over 69% of his passes for over 1,100 yards and 11 touchdowns, and he's only played about 4 or 5 games due to ankle injury. Sophomore running back Russell Hodge is their leading running back with 712 rushing yards and 17 touchdowns. Their best receiver is Peyton Funk, a senior. He's got 59 catches for 993 yards and 10 touchdowns as Brody Dix tees the ball up for Valley View at the 40-yard line. Return men for Farmington set up between the 5 and 10-yard lines on each respective hash. Dix will kick it high and deep. It'll be gathered in at the 6 on the return for Farmington. He runs out of a tackle and will go down under a scrum at about the 25-yard line. We'll see where they spot it. It's going to be in the neighborhood of the 25 over on the far hash as Farmington will move from right to left. The Cardinals are in red pants, red helmets, white jerseys with red numbers and white piping and trim on their red pants. Valley View in their gold uniforms tonight, gold pants and jerseys with white trim and blue trim, white helmets with the Valley View logo on one side and the player's respective number on the opposite side. The Cardinals will flood the near side of the field with 3 receivers as Van Zant works out of the gun. Starting at the 27, got 1 receiver to the right as well. Van Zant rolling near side, throws a screen pass out in the flats, and he has the first down out near the 40-yard line after the catch was made by Lawson DeVault. Laird Cullen making the tackle for Valley View. Quickly, here come to the line of scrimmage. 2 receivers to the right, 1 to the left. They go pistol set, and we've got a stop in play. And a timeout taken by Valley View, and Sean Cockrell is not at all happy with his defense right now. So the Blazers burning a quick timeout. We'll step aside as well. Pausing for 30 seconds, just underway here in the first period. No scores of yet on the EAB Sports Network.
The holidays are here, and American-made General Store is the place to shop for one-of-a-kind gift items. Come in today and get your new shipment of Greenwich-based soaps, Wine River wind chimes, Rada knife sets, and Stay Put pillows. The name says it all. Everything you see in our store is manufactured in America. We have over 5,000 American-made products from almost every state. So come find that unique and perfect gift for everyone this Christmas at American-made General Store. Shop one of our locations in Pocahontas, Brooklyn, Rogersville, and Conway.
Set to resume action after the Blazer timeout. Here come the Cardinals with two receivers to the right, one to the near side. Backs in the pistol. Van Zant takes the snap, throws it out right side to DeVault. DeVault slips the first tackler and fights forward for about 3, maybe 4 yards out over the right hash, or beyond the right hash. That'll move the ball forward about 4 yards, sets up a 2nd and 6 for Farmington, who will continue to go temple and operate without a huddle. They're going to move it quickly. They'll send two receivers wide to the left, one off to the right as they stay in the pistol. Van Zant shows it to the running back, keeps it, fires it across the middle. Catch made, and should be enough for the first down as they move it just across the 50. And again, Lawson DeVault was the receiver for Farmington. Brian Huff making the tackle. The ball will be spotted right in the middle of the field at the 50-yard line. Not quite a minute deep into this one. Cardinals have one receiver to the near side, two to the right. Out of the gun, Van Zant sets up, fires, complete on the near sideline as they get it out.
That's completed to
Peyton Funk, and he's pushed out of bounds after a pickup of about 6 or 7.
Stepped out of bounds at the 40.
Call it a 6-yard gain, brings up 2nd and 4 for the Cardinals to the near side. Backs in the pistol. Now they may be changing the play as the running back shifts to the right hip of Van Zant. They'll give it to him on a sweep to the near side. He's got the first down, knocked out of bounds at about the 36-yard line by Jay Mormon. Hodge on the carry for the Cardinals. It's another first down there first quarter. Trips right, no one to the left. Pistol backfield. Van Zant to throw, fires across the middle. Catch made, and the receiver, Peyton Funk, carries it forward to about the 16 or the 17-yard line, and it's another first down for Farmington, which is looking like a well-oiled machine moving the ball thus far. They've got 3 receivers to the right on first down from the Blazers 17. One receiver. Looks like they'll spot it at the 1. So it's first and goal for Farmington from the 1-yard line as they have very efficiently and quickly moved the ball downfield through their short passing game. They've run the ball 1 time. DeVault, or the quarterback, out of the gun, takes it. That may be a wildcat. It's in for the score. And that was Cooper Gardenhire who went wildcat and ran it into the end zone from 1 yard out. Farmington quickly on the board as they score on a 1-yard run by Gardenhire with 10:07 to play in the first period. And we now await the extra point conversion. They're going to go for 2, it looks like. They've got 3 receivers lined up to the right. The backs are in the I formation as Van Zant goes under center. Toss sweep to the near side, and that is good. Just got inside the pylon. So Farmington takes an 8-0 lead with 10:07 to play. We'll be back in 30 seconds. You're listening to Blazer Football on the EAB Sports Network.
Hello, I'm estate planning and other law attorney Chad Oldham. More and more often today, I hear clients tell me that the only thing golden about the golden years is that it takes all the gold to grow old. Don't be a victim of rising health care and nursing home costs. Be prepared. Have a plan. Contact us today to find out how we help our clients protect and preserve assets for family and future generations. The Oldham Law Firm, 603 Southwest Drive in Jonesboro, or visit us on the web at Oldham Law.
Welcome back to Central Dealership Stadium. Randy Myers under the headset. Farmington gets the ball first and very quickly and effectively drives 73 yards and 7 plays, capped off by Cooper Gardenhire's 1-yard run. They also were successful on the 2-point conversion attempt, so the Cardinals have an 8-0 lead here just minutes into the game. Less than 2 minutes, in fact, it took for that scoring drive. We now await the Farmington kickoff. Kicker will be Jorge Cervantes. Puts foot into ball. It's a low line drive kick. It'll be fielded off the bounce by Galloway, I believe. And Galloway, unable to do much with it, gets to about the 21 and goes down right there. Galloway had a little bit of trouble grabbing that ball off the bounce, and by the time he had secured it, Farmington had quickly gotten downfield and had nice coverage there.
20-yard line, first down, Blazers.
So the ball actually spotted at the 20, and Valley View will start from there. Turley out of the gun with Slade Caldwell on his left hip. Give to Caldwell. Caldwell running over the left side, gets gobbled up near the line of scrimmage. Not much at all.
Caldwell on the carry, gain of 1 on the play.
They'll give him 1 yard. It'll bring up 2nd and 9 from the 21. 9:45 to play first period. Glad you're with us this evening for Blazer football. First round playoff action. Blazers send 2 receivers wide, left and right. Turley to throw, fires left side, catch made, runs out of the tackle and close to first down yardage over on the far sideline. And that was TJ Starks on the catch for Valley View. It'll bring up a 3rd and 2 for the Blazers. From the 28, 2 receivers wide left and right. Turley out of the gun. Caldwell on his hip. Turley's out well, and maybe a loss of about a yard there. And that'll bring up 4th and 3. Valley View will have to punt. So Farmington able to force the 3 and out on Valley View's first possession, and this is not a good start. Turley will drop back into punt formation. The return man for Farmington will set up back at the 30-yard line right between the hashes. 8:31 to play in the quarter. Turley will be standing at his own 15-yard line for the punt. Gets the snap. Kick is away. And it doesn't look like Farmington will return it. It'll take a good Valley View roll down to about the 19-yard line, it appears, and Farmington will set up camp at the 19-yard
line. First down, Farmington.
So the Cardinal offense will get back on the field after quickly covering 73 yards in only 7 plays and a little less than 2 minutes on their first possession. See if Valley View's made some adjustments to try to slow down this high-powered Cardinal attack, which averages 43 points a game. 8:12 to play in the quarter. Cardinals lead at 8-0. One receiver to the near side, 2 off to the right. Actually, it's 1 to the right. Van Zant out of the gun. Hodge, the running back, is on his left hip. They'll give it to him running right. He gets to the sideline, not able to turn the corner for much there at all, and we'll see where they spot the ball. Looks like a short gain at best.
Loss of 1 on the play.
Actually lost a yard. So that'll bring up 2nd and 11 for the Cardinals. From the 18. They'll send 2 receivers to the near side, 1 to the right. Van Zant out of the gun. Got plenty of time. Fires over the middle. That ball is tipped, almost picked, but it'll fall incomplete. Laird Cullen got a hand on it, but couldn't quite reel it in. It'll bring up 3rd and 11 for the Cardinals. So a big play coming up here for the Blazer defense. An opportunity to get the ball back if they can get a stop here. 8 minutes remaining. Cardinals send 2 receivers wide to each side. Van Zant out of the gun. Back to throw. He pump fakes. Now, and that time the Blazers hold and will most likely force a Farmington punt as Farmington goes 3 and out. Blazers were able to get some pretty good pressure on Van Zant that time and force him to get rid of that ball quicker than he would like. Daquan Galloway will set up to return the punt for Valley View at the Valley View 49-yard line. Here's the punt. It's a high, short kick up in the lights. We'll see what it does when it lands. It's a Valley View bounce. And Farmington will down it at the 35-yard line. So Valley View will be set up in very nice field position here. We'll see what the Blazers can do with this opportunity. .7:39 to play in the period. Farmington leading 8-0. Blazers will send two receivers wide left and right. Turley out of the gun, Caldwell on his right hip. Turley going to run across the middle and pushes the pile forward for about a 4 or 5 yard gain to the 31 or the 30-yard line. Got 4, we'll call it 2nd and 6 from the 31. Cooper Gardenhire, the inside linebacker, making the stop for the Cardinals. Two receivers again, left and right. Turley to throw, pump fakes. Now he's going to tuck and run. Looking to throw, now he'll decide to run it. He should have the first down as he runs out of bounds down around the 25-yard line.
At the 25-yard line, that's good for a Blazer.
So that does move the chains for the Blazers. Shiloh quickly up on Nettleton, 14-0 in the first quarter over in Springdale. 3 receivers to the right, 2 to the left for Valley View. Empty backfield for Turley. On first down from the 25. Sets up, fires, complete out on the right side. I believe that's Caldwell, and he's down to about the 15-yard line. Caldwell making the catch after he lined up out on the right side as a receiver. That's a pickup of 9 and sets up 2nd and 1 for Valley View from the 16. Ball will be on the right hash. Valley View moving from left to right toward the south end zone here at Central Dealership Stadium. Turley again out of the gun. Trips to the right, 1 receiver to the left. Turley rolling left, looking to throw. Fires downfield. That ball is overthrown. Looked like there might have been a little possible interference there, but no flag, and it'll bring up 2nd down. Jackson Harmon was the intended target. He looked like he was possibly held just a little bit as he was running his route, but maybe not. There was no flag, and it'll bring up 3rd and 1 from the 16 for Valley View. 6:24 to play in the period. Farmington leading 8-0. Blazers will go jumbo. McMullen is the running back. Got some early movement. They get in the backfield. I don't see any flags. It looked like Farmington was offsides, and they blow it up. There are no flags, and that'll be a loss for Valley View back near the 25-yard line.
Matt McMullen on the carry, brought down in the backfield. Loss of 4 in the play. Was it 4th down?
They'll spot it at the 20, so that's a 4th and 5 for Valley View. Trips left, 2 receivers to the right. Blazers go empty. Turley out of the gun. Back to throw. Fires over the middle. That ball is going to be overthrown, looking for Caldwell and incomplete. Farmington able to hold on downs and get the ball back on their end of the field.
First down, Farmington.
So Farmington will take over at their own 20-yard line. As Cameron Van Zant leads his offense back onto the field. 5:39 to play in the period. Farmington leading 8-0. Twins right, 1 receiver to the near side for the Cardinals as they go pistol. Give it off to the running back Hodge over the right side. He's gobbled up near the line of scrimmage for a short gain at best. We'll see where they spot the ball.
Russell Hodge on the carry.
We'll give him a 2-yard or a 1-yard gain. About a yard and a half. We'll call it 2nd and 8. 2 receivers to the right, 1 to the near side. Van Zandt out of the gun. Sets up, fires, incomplete.
Pass intended for Hunter Reed.
Nice coverage there by Kenneth Robinson.
Good down and 8.
Hunter Reeves was the intended target. It'll bring up 3rd and 9 for the Cardinals. 5:06 to play in the period. Farmington leading 8-0. Now Reeves will position to the other side of the field, and they've got trips to the right, no one to the near side for the receivers. Van Zant out of the gun. Rolling right, looking to throw, fires and underthrows his intended target. And once again, the Blazers forced another 3 and out against Farmington. Prairie Grove leading Batesville 6-0 with 2 minutes left in the first period in that playoff game. Jagger Gordon on to punt. Daquan Galloway standing at his own 45 for Valley View. Another high kick, a lot of hang time. This one will take a fight at the 43-yard line.
43-yard line, first down, Blazers.
So Turley will lead the Valley View offense back onto the field. 4:45 to play in the period. Farmington leading 8-0. Valley View will get the ball back for the second time tonight. Correction, third time. Sending two. Cardinals crowding the line of scrimmage. Turley's going to keep it. Rolling left. Looking downfield. That ball is incomplete. And there's the flag. That'll be pass interference. And there's no question that Harmon was interfered with that time, trying to run his route. The flag was a little late, but it finally flew, and that'll give Valley View a first down, 15 yards downfield. Shiloh now up 21-0 on Nettleton with 8 minutes still to play in the first period. 4:38 remaining here. Valley View trailing Farmington 8-0.
15-yard penalty.
Step off will move the ball to the Farmington side of the field and spot the ball at the Cardinal 43-yard line. A first down from there for Valley View.
That's good for another Blazer.
Two receivers to the right. Bo Smith among the group to the right, two off to the left. Turley off to the left. Turley out of the gun. Fires it left side. The catch made, but that's probably going to be for a loss as Harmon had to go to a knee to grab it, and that'll be a loss back to the 45-yard line. Brings up a 2nd and 12. Play in the period. Valley View now facing 3rd and 12 from the 45. Andrew Jones, Bo Smith among the three receivers to the right, one to the left. Get it, gets rid of it, fires downfield. It's incomplete, and Valley View will have to punt. Snap got away from Turley, and that play went south in a hurry. So Valley View will have to punt. Return man for Farmington will drop back to the 10-yard line. Turley will be standing at his own 42 to kick it away with 3:22 to play in the period. Farmington leading 8-0. Turley's kick is away. It'll be fielded, dropped, it's up for grabs. He gets it back and then tackled immediately at about the 14-yard line.
Sam Wells on the punt return.
Sam Wells on the return.
Bo Smith.
And Bo Smith making the open field tackle for Valley View.
15-yard line. 1st and 10, Farmington.
Farmington will start from the 15 with 3:12 to play in the period. The Cardinals lead it 8-0. They'll send three receivers wide to the right as they go pistol. Van Zant back to throw, fires it right side on a short pass, and he is upended for a short gain up near the 20-yard line.
Completed to Lawson DeVault.
DeVault on the catch and tackled there by Daquan Galloway.
Gain of 5 on the play, brings up 2nd down 5.
Brings up a 2nd and about 5.5 here for Farmington near the 20-yard line. 2:48 side. Van Zant out of the gun, fires over the middle. It's incomplete. It's picked off by Jay Mormon. Mormon hits the far sideline. He may go. He's in there for the score. Valley View is on the board on the pick six for Jay Mormon. Grabbed the ball right about the 22-yard line and took it to the house. Score coming at the 2:31 mark of the first period. And Brody Dix on to attempt the extra point kick. Bo Smith will be the holder. Kick is in the air, and it is good. So the Blazers are within one with 2:31 to play in the period. It's now 8-7. We'll be back in 30 seconds on the EAB Sports Network.
Now you can enjoy the great taste of Japan in downtown Jonesboro. Bamboo Japanese Cuisine has all your favorites, from steak and chicken to seafood and sushi. Bamboo also has house poke bowls, or you can build your own bowl. Bamboo Japanese Cuisine with hibachi, sushi, and seafood is open Monday through Saturday for lunch and dinner, and discounts are available for students. So stop by and dine in with us, or log on to BambooJapaneseCuisine.com and like them on Facebook. Bamboo Japanese Cuisine on the corner of Main and Huntington in downtown Jonesboro.
Jay Mormon gets his fourth interception of the year. This time it's a pick six that puts Valley View on the board to pull the Blazers within one. It's now 8-7 with 2:31 to play in the opening frame. Mormon with the 22-yard interception return. And we now await the kickoff from Brody Dix with the kick. Fielded at the 7-yard line on the right hash for Farmington. And he's upended up near the 30. So the Cardinals will take over at the 30 after the return by Lawson DeVault.
Evan Pittman on the stop. Ball's placed at the 30-yard line. First down, Farmington.
Ball will be on the right hash. 2:24 to play in the period. It's a one-point game. Farmington leads at 8-7. Receiver to the near side, one off to the right. Backs in the pistol. Give to the running back, Hodge. Hodge met near the line of scrimmage after a gain of about 2, maybe 3, depending on the spot.
Russell Hodge on the carry. Brian Huff on the stop.
Brian Huff putting the brakes on the running back. It's a gain of 2, sets up 2nd and 8 from the 32. Just over 2 minutes to play in the opening period. Cardinals will send 3 receivers to the near side. 1 to the right. Van Zant with the running back on his right hip. He's back to throw. Looking for the deep ball. That's caught. And it'll be inside Valley View territory at about the 38-yard line. Elsick on the catch for the Cardinals.
38-yard line. First down, Farmington.
And the Cardinals in business in Valley View territory. And they want to go tempo. Spot the ball at the 38. First down from there with 1:36 to play in the period. Trips left, 1 receiver to the right. Give it off to the running back over the right side. He breaks out of a tackle, has the first down inside the 30, down to about the 26-yard line. Again, that was Elsick on the carry before he was tackled by Jay Mormon. And it's a first down for Farmington. They've got Trips left, ready to snap the ball as soon as the chains are set. 1 receiver to the right. Pump fakes, fires, catch made for a short gain. The receiver immediately tackled after a pickup of about 5. Peyton Funk, their leading receiver, making that catch. 2nd and 5 from the 22. Trips left, 1 receiver to the right, and then gets dumped at about the 18-yard line. 18-yard line.
DeVault on the reception. Matt McMullen on the stop.
McMullen making the tackle for Valley View. It's 3rd and 2 for Farmington from the Valley View 19-yard line. 40 seconds left in the opening period. One receiver to the right, 1 to the left. They go pistol. give to Elsick over the right side. He's got the first down as he runs out of a tackle and has it down near the Valley View 10-yard line.
Luke Elsick on the
As he'll move the 12, the Cardinals ready to snap it again. 15 seconds left in the period. They give it off to Elsick. Elsick met at the line of scrimmage and strung out that time. May have lost a yard depending on the mark. And it will be a loss of about 1 yard. And that was the last snap of the first period. So 1 quarter complete. We've got a good one going here between Valley View and Farmington. The Cardinals lead Valley View 8-7 at the end of 1. We'll be back in 30 seconds on the EAB Sports Network.
Tired of slow internet? Feel like you're stuck in the old days? It's time to catch up with Empower, delivered by Craighead Electric. Thanks to Empower, you don't have to wait for high-speed internet. Our new cutting-edge technology makes our services more reliable and faster than the competition. Call 870-336-0999 to check internet availability in your area. That's 870-336-0999. Empower, high-speed internet for your neck of the woods.
1 quarter in the books, 3 to play as we welcome you back to Central Dealership Stadium. Valley View down 1 point, trailing Farmington 8-7, but Farmington knocking on the door. They will face a 2nd and 12 from the 13-yard line. Correction, the 14-yard line. A 2nd and 11 from the 14, we'll call it, to begin the second quarter. Here come the Cardinals onto the field. Van Zant rolling left, looking, got plenty of time. Sends it downfield, catch made. The receiver immediately knocked out of bounds down near the 6 or the 7-yard line. Peyton Funk making the catch.
Ball is placed at the 18-yard line, brings up 3rd down and 6.
Ball's going to be at about the 8-yard line, the 9-yard line. And it's 3rd and 6 from there. 11:54 to play in the half. Farmington leading 8-7. Trips right, one receiver to the left. Long snap count. Now we may have a timeout. I believe we do.
Delay of game, Farmington.
Actually, it's a delay of game penalty against the Cardinals. They appeared a little confused there. I think they were trying to set up a wildcat quarterback situation, but
after the penalty, the ball is placed.
They never snapped the ball, and the snap clock ran out on them. And now
14-yard line brings up 3rd.
And brings up 3rd and 11 with 11:54 left in the half. Trips right, one receiver to the left. Van Zant rolling right, being pursued from behind, throws it into the end zone. It's knocked away. Nicely played by Jay Mormon.
Intended for Peyton Funk, falls incomplete. Matt McMullen on the cover.
Correction, that was Matt McMullen who knocked it away.
4th down, 11.
And now it's 4th down and the 11 for Farmington. Looks like they're going to try a field goal here. Jorge Cervantes is the kicker. This will be about a 30-yard attempt. Kick is on the way. It's got plenty of distance, and it's good as he gets it inside the right upright. So Farmington extends its lead now to 11-7 after the field goal by Cervantes with 11:41 to play. We'll be back in 30 seconds on the EAB Sports Network.
Whether you're replacing an old appliance or remodeling your whole kitchen, the appliances you need are right around the corner with GE Appliances at Tucker's Appliance Superstore in Jonesboro. Shop timeless designs and time-saving features on the appliances that are built to last in the busiest homes. Visit Tucker's Appliance today and upgrade your home your way with GE Appliances and your local experts. Shop Tucker's Appliance today and save.
Tucker's Appliance.
Farmington extends its lead to 11-7 after a 30-yard field goal by Jorge Cervantes. And we now await the Cardinal kickoff. He gets Galloway and Mormon back to return for Valley View. Galloway on the right hash. At about the 10-yard line, Mormon on the near hash. Cervantes drives it deep. It'll go into the end zone for the touchback, and Valley View will get the ball at the 20-yard line.
Kickoff goes into the end zone, touchback.
So the Blazers will get it at the 20, trailing by 4 now. It's 11-7.
Ball be placed at the 20-yard line. First down, Blazers.
As Carson Turley leads his offensive teammates onto the field. He'll send one receiver wide right, 2 to the near side. Invite you to join us in our Kavanaugh Auto Group halftime report. We'll be visiting with Valley View Junior High girls coach Matt Snyder. Here's a give to, I believe it's Caldwell, across the middle. He gets met and turned back after a short gain. Got one. It'll bring up 2nd and 9 from the 21. Two receivers wide left and right for Valley View. Turley out of the gun, Caldwell on his right hip. Looking to throw, fires, got an open receiver on the sideline, catch made into Farmington territory. It's a foot race down the sideline, and he's caught inside the 10 at about the 5. I believe that was Andrew Jones who made the catch.
Andrew Jones,
the sophomore receiver, son of Coach Butch Jones, with a huge catch for Valley View. They'll spot it at the 8. And he got behind the Farmington defense and almost took that one to the house. 1st and goal from the 8, 10:58 to play in the half. Trips right, one single receiver, Harmon to the near side. Turley keeps it running near side. Darts back up inside and gets it down to about the 6-yard line.
Carson Turley on the keeper. Right down at the 5-yard line. 2nd down, goal.
So it'll be 2nd and goal from the 5 after the spot. Blazers will snap the ball off the left hash. 2 receivers to the right, Harmon wide left. Turley out of the gun. The give over the left side to Caldwell. Caldwell carries inside the 5 to about the 4 and stopped after a short gain there.
Stetmeyer on the stop.
David Stetmeyer, the senior defensive lineman, making the tackle for Farmington. 3rd and goal from the 4 for Valley View. Now the Blazers will send the jumbo package in as they go nasty. McMullen will be the running back. Mormon and Huff out there as H-back and tight end. Turley goes under center. Give to McMullen. McMullen runs laterally and runs out of a tackle and into the end zone for the score. Valley View has the lead for the first time tonight. 9:37 to play on the 4-yard run by Matt McMullen.
On the carry into the end zone for the Valley View touchdown.
That score coming at the 9:37 to play. Brody Dixon to attempt the extra point kick for the View. The kick in the air and good. So Valley View now leads at 14-11 with 9:37 to play in the half. We'll be back in 30 seconds on the EAB Sports Network.
Your vehicle is a personal and important investment. At Central Collision Center, we're more than collision repair. We do everything from minor paint touch-ups and windshield replacements to frame work. We're committed to customer satisfaction and provide the highest quality of service. At Central Collision Center, we provide honest and expert auto care and offer a written lifetime warranty and on-site rental car arrangements. Stop by or give us a call today to schedule your free estimate. Central Collision Center. Professional, convenient, reliable. Find Central Chevrolet on Stadium and online at centralcollisionctr.com.
Very impressive scoring drive for Valley View. Last possession. The Blazers covering 80 yards in only 5 plays, capped off by the 4-yard Matt McMullen run for the score. The big play on the possession was the big pass play to sophomore Andrew Jones that got the Blazers with a 1st and goal inside the 10. Valley View set to kick it away from the 40 now. 9:37 to play, and so what? But thus far has been a very action-packed and competitive first half. Action-packed and competitive first half of football. Just puts foot in the ball. He'll pooch kick this one, or kind of low squib kick it rather. Farmington on the return, and they'll go down with a return man at about the 34-yard line after the return by Hunter Reeves.
Jet Bradshaw on the coverage.
Jet Bradshaw making the tackle for Valley View with 9.5 minutes to play in the half.
First down, Farmington.
Here comes the Cardinal offense back onto the field. One receiver wide left and right. One receiver will motion in to the near side, and Van Zant's back to throw. Here comes pressure. Got away with a hold, it looks like. They'll fire downfield. Catch made by DeVault, and DeVault wrapped up and tackled by Baylor Hancock.
There is a flag on the play.
There's a flag down. I'm hoping that's going to be for this obvious hold back here. We'll wait and see. It was thrown in that area, and it is indeed a hold on the Cardinals. So that'll negate the play, as Valley View will obviously take the penalty. Matt McMullen was closing in hard on Cameron Van Zant, and one of the running backs back there to block just grabbed a hold of him and held him, allowing Van Zant to get the throw away. But official was on top of it. The penalty will step the ball off back to the 20-yard line. Twin receivers wide left, one receiver to the near side. Van Zant to throw. Here comes pressure. He's being chased. Fires downfield. Catch made. Immediately tackled right there as soon as the catch was made. I believe that was Daquan Galloway on the tackle. Funk on the reception.
7-yard line. Brings up 2nd down.
Brings up a 2nd and about 17.
17.
3 receivers to the near side. Van Zant back to throw. He pump fakes. Now he's flushed, being chased. Gets rid of it, fires complete on the short route. Tackle immediately made as he got the ball on the dump pass to Jagger Gordon. It'll be well shy of the 1st down marker and brings up a 3rd down. 3rd and 9 for Farmington. Valley View doing a nice job getting pressure on Cameron Van Zant, making him uncomfortable. 8:16 to play in the half. Blazers lead 14-11. Ball at the 35-yard line on the right hash on 3rd and 9. Trips to the left. Van Zant back to throw again. Here comes pressure. He's being chased, and he goes down, drug out of bounds, back at about the 37-yard line as the Blazer defense comes up huge and will force the punt on the 3 and out. Jet Bradshaw among those in, making the stop for Valley View.
Placed at the 27-yard line, 4th down.
Daquan Galloway will set up to return the punt for the Blazers. Jagger Gordon will kick it away. He'll be standing back at about his own 13-yard line. Galloway will set up on the near hash at the 40. 7:31 to play. Kick away. There will be no return, and Farmington will down it at about the 39-yard line. So Valley View gets it back at the 39. Ball will be on the right hash with 7:22 to play in the half. Blazers leading 14-11. Turley leads the offense back out onto the field. He'll send 2 receivers wide right. Actually 3 wide to the right. Harmon is split wide left. Turley out of the gun. Caldwell on his right hip. Now he's going to tuck and run. Find some room across the middle. He's across midfield and caught from behind after he picked up the 1st down at about the Farmington 49-yard line. Nice play on the zone read by Carson Turley. Blazers send 3 wides to the right. Harmon to the near side. Turley again working out of the gun. Hands it off to Caldwell, and Caldwell met right at the line of scrimmage. That'll be no gain, maybe a loss, depending on the spot.
One on the play brings up second down, 9.
They'll give him the benefit of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 9 from the 48 with 6:50 to play in the half. Trips right. Harmon to the near side. Turley to throw, looking for Harmon. Ball is underthrown, and again, it looked like there could be a flag there, but there's no flag dropped. It looked like it may have been some PI, but no marker. They'll bring up 3rd and 8 for Valley View. It looked like Harmon was interfered with as he tried to run his route. So it's 3rd and 8 for Valley View. Blazers send 3 receivers to the right. 2 to the near side. It's Harmon and Starks on this side, the left side. 6:32 to play in the half. Blazers up 3. It's 14-11. Turley with an empty backfield. He's going to run, and he is not going to find much. Maybe a yard at best. Looks like no gain, but there's a flag down. So we'll see what the marker's about. Apparently it's going to be against Valley View. The Blazers are on the back pedal. Still awaiting the signal or indication from the white hat.
Personal foul against Valley View.
It's a personal foul. Didn't see what happened there, but it's going to cost Valley View 15 yards. With 6:24 to play in the half.
After the penalty, the ball's placed at the Valley View 30.
So it'll remain 3rd down.
37-yard line.
And sets up
3rd down.
3rd and about 25 approximately. Valley View needs to get to the 39 of Farmington. The ball will be spotted at the Blazer 38. Trips near side. Turley rolling right, looking to throw. A flag goes down. He fires downfield. That ball is incomplete. Now we'll see what the marker's about.
Pass intended for Mark Wilson falls.
Flag was dropped in the backfield just as Turley was rolling to the right on play action.
Flag's been waved off.
Apparently they picked up the flag. So there is no penalty, and Valley View will have to punt. Turley will drop back. Farmington's got 2 guys back to return this time. Turley will be standing to punt it away from his own 22-yard line. .607 to play in the half. Blazers leading 14-11. Right now we've got a conference among the officials. That's now over with. Pleased to have you, those of you who are joining us tonight on our live stream on the Blazer News Network YouTube page, as we simulcast on radio and the internet. Here's Turley's punt. Bounces, and no return. It will roll dead, and Farmington will get it about the 28-yard line.
27-yard line, 1st down, Farmington.
So the Cardinals get it back with 5:55 to play in the half, trailing 14-11. And they will start from their 27-yard line. Van Zandt will send 1 receiver to the near side. That's Dejan Kaplina. 1 receiver off to the left. They'll bring him in motion near side. Van Zant rolling near side on play action, fires downfield, finds DeVault. DeVault immediately tackled right after the catch at about the 36-yard line after the tackle by Laird Cullen. Got 7. It'll bring up a 2nd and 3 for the Cardinals from their own 35 with 5:35 to play in the half. One receiver wide left and right. Got a tight end left, backs in the pistol. One receiver will motion into the backfield. And they'll give it off to Elsick, I believe, and he is met at the line of scrimmage and knocked back. Should be no gain, maybe a loss of a yard. No gain.
Luke
Elsick on the carry.
On the play brings up 3rd down and 3.
And it's 3rd and 3 for Farmington.
Cal Richardson on the stop for the Blazers.
2 receivers left and right after the tackle by Cal Richardson. Back to throw, sets up, fires, catch made immediately, but for a very short gain of only about a yard. And boy, the Blazers were close to getting another pick 6 right there. Jagger Gordon made the catch, but it's only good for a yard, and Farmington will have to punt with 4:24 to play as the Blazers force another 3 and out. Galloway will go back for the return for Valley View. Jagger Gordon to punt, standing at his own 22-yard line on the right hash. Gordon will set up at the 30 on the near hash. High kick. No return. It's going to take a very good Farmington bounce and roll and all the way down to around the 10-yard line. Inside the 10. That thing's still going.
Punt roll dead at the 9-yard line.
So Valley View will get it at the 9 after a great punt by Jagger Gordon. And the Blazers have 91 yards of real estate to cover, 3:54 in which to do it, as they lead at 14-11 here in the closing minutes of the first half. Offense makes their way onto the field for the blue and gold. Turley will send 3 receivers wide near side to the left, 1 off to the right. Turley takes the snap, rolling right, looking to run, and punches it out over the 10 to about the 11 or the 12-yard line, depending on the spot.
Carson Turley on the keeper. Gain of 3 on the play. Brings up 2nd down, 7.
Call that a gain of about 2.5. We'll call it 2nd and 8 with 3:35 to play. From the 11-yard line. 2 receivers near side, 1 off to the right. Turley gives it to Caldwell. Caldwell caught after a gain of 1 at best, if that, as he tried it across the middle before Cooper Gardenhire put the brakes on him. It'll bring up 3rd and 7 for Valley View. Third and about 6.5. 1 receiver to the near side. Turley out of the gun. Caldwell on his right hip. 3 receivers bunched in tight on the right side. Turley to throw, rolling right. Fires on the run. That ball is incomplete. Well defended in the secondary there by the Cardinals, and Valley View will have to punt.
Bo Smith is incomplete. Brings up 4th.
Bo Smith, I believe, was the intended target.
Person intended for Andrew Jones.
2:37 remaining in the half. Valley View will punt. Batesville now tied with Prairie Grove at the half in that playoff game. It's 14-all in Northwest Arkansas. Turley will be standing about a yard shy of his own end zone. Return men set up for Farmington at the 50 on each hash. Turley gets the line drive kick away. No return, and the Blazers will down it about the 49-yard line with 2:28 to play in the half. I'll spot the ball at the 48. Here come the Cardinals. Valley View leading 14-11, 2:27 remaining in the half. Two receivers wide each side. Backs in the pistol. Give it off to Elsick, running near side, strung out and unable to turn the corner. He'll lose yardage back to the Valley View 49. Chased down from behind by Carson Winters, Jet Bradshaw, and Matt McMullen.
Carson Winters combined on the stop. Loss of 2 on the play.
It's a loss of 2 and sets up 2nd and 12 from the 50. 2:07 to play. Twin receivers left and right. They throw it out complete left side for DeVault. DeVault able to move it forward to about the 42-yard line.
Reception.
And it brings up a 3rd and 5 for Farmington with 1:44 left in the half. Two receivers wide to the right, one to the left. Pistol set. Give to the running back, Elsick. Elsick fighting hard for extra yardage. Looks like the Blazers are going to stop him a little shy. The ball came loose. And Valley View may have it. We'll wait and see. I think they're going to maybe rule it down. But the ball was loose and on the ground for a moment. Apparently it'll stay with the Cardinals.
At the 40-yard line brings up 4th down 2.
And it brings up a 4th and 2 for Farmington from the 40-yard line with 1:20 to play. So a big play coming up here. Looks like Farmington will go on 4th down. Valley View leading by 3. It's 14-11. 8 seconds left on the snap clock. I think they're going to let the clock tick down and probably call a timeout, it looks like. They do that as they pause the clock with 48 seconds left. Valley View leads Farmington 14-11. We'll be back in 30 seconds on the EAB Sports Network.
25 years of memories, 25 years of smiles, opportunities, and friends. 25 years of community. Because of you, we've forged long-lasting partnerships that have made our communities better. We can all agree that a lot has changed in 25 years, but our promise to always be a true community bank remains the same. Our roots run deep. Our commitment to you runs deeper. We're celebrating 25 years of First Community Bank, and the best is yet to come. Member FDIC, Equal Opportunity Lender.
Back at Central Dealership Stadium, 48 seconds remaining in the first half. Valley View leading Farmington 14-11. When we resume action, Farmington will have the ball facing a 4th and 2 from the 40-yard line. They let the clock tick down and called a timeout. So we'll see what they opt to do here as they make their way back out onto the field. They'll send 2 receivers to the right. Backs in the pistol. Looks like they will go for it on 4th and 2. Van Zandt takes the snap, gives it to the running back, and he should have I believe he got the first down on second effort. He was met and thrown back, so it's all going to depend on forward progress. I think he got it, but then again, maybe not. Based on the marker over there, it looks like it's going to be about a yard short. They may measure, and I believe they will.
Timeout for a measurement.
So they will measure with 38 seconds remaining. We'll just hold it here for the time being. Remind you that in our Kavanaugh Auto report, our Kavanaugh Auto Group halftime report, we will visit with Lady Blazers junior high basketball coach Matt Snyder. His team coming off a 3rd place finish in the Jack Moore Invitational earlier this week. And we'll see what this measurement shows us here. Short. Valley View will get the takeover on downs. So Valley View will get the ball back with 38 seconds left as they get yet another stop in the first half against this high-powered Farmington offense. This team put 34 on the board in the first half last week against a very, very good Prairie Grove team. Tonight, they've been held to only 11 thus far. So Blazer offense makes their way back out onto the field. They'll get the ball back at their own 38 with 38 seconds remaining. Turley out of the gun. 2 receivers to the right, 1 to the near side. Turley going to run with it and gets caught after a short gain up 1, maybe 2. Looks like he gets up to about the 39 for a 1-yard gain.
Brought down by Zach Ralston. Brings up 2nd down, 9.
And Valley View may opt not to snap the ball again. They don't have to. 15 seconds left on the clock. And no indication that Valley View will snap the ball, so I don't think the officials are anticipating that either unless somebody calls a timeout. That was the last snap of the half. So we go to the locker rooms with Valley View leading it by 3 at the break. It's 14-11. We'll step aside for a 2-minute timeout. When we come back, we'll recap first half scoring, and we'll also visit at halftime with Valley View Junior High girls coach Matt Snyder. All of that coming up on the Cavanaugh Auto Group halftime report. We'll be back in 2 minutes on the EAB Sports Network.
Your medical needs are personal, and the way you manage those needs should be personal as well. The team at Southern Home Healthcare is local, knowledgeable, and courteous, giving you the customized care you and your family deserve. When facing breathing challenges, the on-staff respiratory therapists at Southern Home Healthcare provide support and guidance just for you, and you can sleep better with the help of their CPAP and BiPAP therapy. Plus, treat your strains, sprains, and pain with the help of Southern Home Healthcare's high-quality bracing devices. Go online to southernhomehealthjonesboro.com.
Pico Food says good luck to all the players, coaches, cheerleaders, and marching bands taking the field tonight. Under the lights, it's not about who's in your path, it's about who's in your huddle. And Pico Foods is a proud teammate and supporter of local communities and the state's agricultural producers. Learn more about Pico Foods' mission to support producers in Arkansas and Missouri by calling David Durham or James Chester, 870-202-7101. In Alabama and Mississippi, call Craig Bird or John Taylor Hickman, 601-670-9383.
Demos Smokehouse Barbecue on Johnson and Hilltop and on Main Street across from Jonesboro High School. Now, I'm from Memphis, and I know barbecue, but there are people from Memphis that travel to Jonesboro to sample, taste, and enjoy Demos Barbecue. No kidding. They come from Memphis, so no need to go anywhere else. Right here, the best barbecue is at Demos. Any of the ribs, any of the plates, you can enjoy it all at Demos Smokehouse Barbecue. My mouth is watering.
Follow me on a new healthcare journey full of possibilities. Experience world-class care delivered by friends, family, and neighbors right here in your community, bringing industry-leading technology to you, not the other way around. Your health record, your appointment scheduling, and your medications all in one place, and your lab results delivered the instant they're recorded. Do we look at healthcare differently? Absolutely. Experience the difference, and you will too. NEA Baptist, healthcare for the next century.
Back here at Central Dealership Stadium, where we have 2 quarters in the books in this first round playoff game. Valley View leading Farmington 14-11 at the half, which is brought to you by Cavanaugh Auto Group. To see their complete inventory from the comfort of your home, log on to CavanaughCars.com. I'm Randy Myers under the headset in the NEA Baptist broadcast position as we recap first half scoring. Farmington looked very good on its first possession. The Cardinals took the opening kickoff, drove the ball 73 yards in 7 plays, capped off on a 1-yard run by Cooper Gardenhire. They went for 2 and got it and led 8-0 with 10:07 to play, less than 2 minutes into the football game. So they were up 8-0 at that point. Valley View would get on the board on a defensive score, a 25-yard pick-6 interception return by senior Jay Mormon, his 4th interception of the year. That score came with 2:31 to play in the first period. Brody Dix hit the extra point kick to pull Valley View within 1. It was 8-7 at that point. Farmington would extend its lead by 3 with 11:41 to play in the second quarter on a 30-yard field goal by Jorge Cervantes. That was a 9-play scoring drive that put the Cardinals up 11-7 at that point. Valley View would take the lead with 9:37 to play in the half on a 4-yard run by Matt McMullen. The drive covered 80 yards in 5 plays. The big play on the drive was a big pass play from Turlington to sophomore Andrew Jones. The extra point kick was good by Brody Dix. That put Valley View up 14-11. There would be no more scores for the final 9 minutes and 37 seconds of the first half, and Valley View leads it 14-11 at the break. We'll step aside for a 2-minute timeout. When we return, we'll talk some Blazer hoops with junior high girls coach Matt Snyder after the break on the EAB Sports Network.
Ship anything, anywhere at your #1 shipping source, Pack Mail in Jonesboro. Bring anything to Pack Mail, and they'll pack it, ship it, crate it, freight it, no matter how big, fragile, or awkwardly shaped. Since 1998, Pack Mail has been your #1 shipping source, the only authorized shipper of all the major carriers, UPS, FedEx, DHL, the Postal Service, and Freight Services, all in one store. At Pack Mail, you have choices. Here's Pack Mail Tim to tell us more.
Trey, we are the experts at finding solutions for even the most demanding shipping situations, and our experienced staff can help you choose the best option. So if you need to go to the post office, then FedEx, or all the way out the UPS terminal, and then get that international shipment to DHL, you can do it all in one fast, convenient, and friendly place. Pack Mail.
See, I told you, Pack Mail ships anything, anywhere, through any shipper. Pack Mail, voted the #1 printing, packaging, and shipping store in Jonesboro. Don't trust your shipping needs to just anybody. Trust Pack Mail. 361 Southwest Drive in Jonesboro. Ship anything, anywhere, today at Pack Mail.
Put your daily office routines in the hands of people you can trust. Forrest Office Machines, your authorized Sharp document systems dealer in Jonesboro. That's right, since 1965, Forrest Office Machines has provided dependable office equipment and reliable service. We follow the equipment journey through all kinds of changes and developments, always on the cutting edge, whatever that is. And our partnership with Sharp document systems means we offer the very latest, most dependable equipment. And Forrest is the only office equipment dealer that when you need supplies, you can walk in our store and get it. When you need it fixed, you can call us.
This is Barry Forrest. My family's been taking care of equipment needs of businesses just like yours since 1965. I would love to work for you today.
Put your daily office routines in the hands of people you can trust. Forrest Office Machines, your authorized Sharp document system dealer at 1005 G Street in Jonesboro. 932-7852. 932-7852. Call Forrest Office Machines today.
We welcome you back to Central Dealership Stadium. Randy Myers under the headset in the NEA Baptist broadcast position as we continue along with our Kavanaugh Auto Report, our Kavanaugh Auto Group halftime report. Valley View leading Farmington 14-11 at the half in this first round 5A playoff game. We're joined now by Valley View Junior High girls coach Matt Snyder. Coach, welcome. How you been, man?
Doing good. How are you?
Doing all right. So basketball season is off and running. I know you're coming off a third place finish last night in the Jack Moore. Tell us how your team's looking so far.
It was a third place finish in a really, really deep tournament that we had this year. We had several teams from our new 5A conference. Nettleton ended up winning it. They looked really, really good. The team that beat us, Batesville, finished in runner-up spot. I mean, they looked really, really good too, and it just gave our girls a taste of what the 5A East is all about.
So what's your those are the only games that you played, are those tournament games thus far, is that correct?
That is it. We're 2-1.
2-1 right now, and you will be back in action, I guess, Monday night at Truman, correct?
Well, we are actually in a tournament at BB. We will play tomorrow against Harding Academy at 3 o'clock down in BB.
So is that a one-game only event, I assume? Or
if we win, we will play there again on Monday, and we will be sending a JV team over to Truman on Monday.
Okay, all right. Well, tell us who some of your leaders are going to be for this team. How's the team look so far? And
some of the same girls that you heard a lot about last year.
Right.
We were blessed last year. We had really, really good depth. We could play about 14 girls at any point. A lot of those 8th graders from that group have moved up as 9th graders, and
the drum corps is now going to play.
we'll be returning 3 girls that started a lot of ball games for us last year, and Bonnie Fagan and Bella Seaman and Ruby Reynolds. We're going to count on them to do a lot of our scoring, and really one girl that we've always thought she had the ability, but now she's coming into her own with her confidence and playing with some swagger to herself, is Audrey Butler. We thought she had the tools to play the point guard position last year, but she's really come on. First game, she scored 20 points, had 10 steals, so she had a double-double first game of the year. She's averaging 12.6 a game right now. Julie Rutherford, she's got the chore of taking Annika Wilbanks' place in the middle. She's done really well so far for us, and we got a big group of 8th graders that lack experience right now, but we're hoping that we can get some contributions out of that group as we go.
So you just mentioned a lot of familiar names there. I noticed one player, I guess, that Coach Ellis rated from your junior high team. She's got Jaden Cruz on her senior high roster. I guess you kind of look at that with mixed feelings, maybe?
Yeah, absolutely. We talked about that in the summer, through team camps and seeing what we had at the senior high level. And Annika went down with a shoulder injury. So for depth purposes, it made just total sense for Jaden to move up and play with the senior high bunch. And she's talented, she's athletic, she can hold her own up there, and she's going to make them a whole lot better.
So you're 2-1 right now. I know you beat MacArthur last night in the third-place game of the Jack Moore. Who are your other two opponents in the Jack Moore?
Well, we played a scrappy Rector bunch in the first game. Coach Bill Taylor has gone to Rector, and he's the head senior high girls coach, and you can tell they've done a lot of work there. They've got some good players there, and then we ran into that Batesville bunch in the second round and got down early and fought back and got down again, and we fought back 3 different times and came up just short. But we've got 4 of those names that I mentioned a while ago. We just got in from volleyball just a couple of weeks ago, so we haven't had time to get everything put in yet, and we're still not in basketball shape. So I'm really looking forward to hopefully seeing them again later on down the road in conference play, and I think we'll be in a better shape to handle them.
So this tournament tomorrow, you play Harding Academy. Where again is the tournament take place?
It's in BB. Okay. And funny thing is, one of the other games tomorrow will be Nettleton and Batesville, who just played in the finals of our tournament. Yeah. So it's a pretty good tournament. Valonia's in there. Obviously, Nettleton and Batesville are going to be pretty good. Annie Camp's going down there. They're in the bracket as well. So taking on a lot of quality teams early on to prepare us for what we're going to see in conference play.
So what's the scouting report on this Harding Academy team that you'll see tomorrow?
Yeah, we've seen them a few times the past couple of years down at Harding team camp. They're not going to do anything really, really flashy. They're just going to be really, really solid. If we go down there and we play our game, we feel confident that we'll be all right. But really, outside of that, don't know a whole lot about them. It's hard to find a whole lot of information scouting-wise this early, especially in junior high basketball. But we'll go down there and do what we do, and hopefully we'll go back there on Monday and get us another one.
I hope so, Coach. We appreciate the visit. Thank you so much for joining us. Looking forward to seeing your team play this year.
We'll see you down the road.
It's Coach Matt Snyder, our halftime guest, as we step aside for a 2-minute timeout at the half with Valley View leading Farmington 14-11. We'll be back in 2 minutes on the EAB Sports Network.
Evolve Bank and Trust is now bringing full-service banking to Jonesboro. To celebrate, we're offering you $200 extra. Just open a new checking account with Evolve. Have at least 2 qualifying direct deposits of $500 or more within 90 days. Then we'll deposit $200 extra into your account. It's just that easy. Open a new Evolve checking account and receive an extra $200 in your account. Plus, free checks for a year. Restrictions apply. Visit getevolved.com/special promotion for more details. Or come in and see us at 111 East Huntington Avenue, Suite A. Or call us at 870-933-2480. That's 870-933-2480. Evolve Bank and Trust. Equal housing lender. Member FDIC.
Best savings anywhere at First National Bank. For limited time only, a 13-month CD special at 4.15 annual percentage yield. You can visit fnbank.net/specials to lock in your rate today. Also available by visiting any of our 23 locations in Arkansas and Tennessee. 13 months, 4.15 APY at First National Bank. Offer valid as of November 2nd, 2022. Rate subject to change. Valid at all locations. $1,000 minimum to open. Penalty for early withdrawal. Member FDIC, equal housing lender. Get huge savings now at every Cavanaugh dealership. Cavanaugh has a great selection of late model, low mileage, certified pre-owned cars, trucks, and SUVs. And most are still under factory warranty. We have every make, every model, so you're sure to find the vehicle you want. And when you buy at Cavanaugh, every new and used purchase comes with 1 year free maintenance. Plus, we buy cars. Bring a vehicle, get a check. Come see us today at one of our dealerships or go to CavanaughCars.com.
We welcome you back to Central Dealership Stadium. Randy Meyer is under the headset in the NEA Baptist broadcast position as we continue along with our Cavanaugh Auto Group halftime report. Valley View leading Farmington 14-11 at the half. I understand there are some incorrect scores on the internet regarding this game. Somebody told me that I believe Hootens or Fearless Friday 1 was reporting that the score here is 28-6. That is way, way off. So don't necessarily believe everything you hear or see on the internet, because the score here is 14-11 with Valley View leading by 3. We do have some other scores to pass along involving teams from the 5A East Conference. It has not gone well at all for Nettleton tonight at Shiloh Christian. They are down 49-0 at last report, and still not even halftime yet in Springdale for that game. Batesville and Prairie Grove are tied at the half, 14-all in that game. And down in Cross County, Wynn leads Harrison at the half, 21-14. Other games underway tonight across Northeast Arkansas outside the conference, or games involving teams from Northeast Arkansas. I believe there are 23 Northeast Arkansas teams participating in the state playoffs this week. Jonesboro is at Bentonville West. We're hoping to get a score back on that one pretty soon. In 6A, West Memphis is at home tonight against Russellville. Marion is at home against Mountain Home, also in 6A. And Batesville and Prairie Grove, as we mentioned, tied 14-all at the half there. In Class 4A, Pocahontas is at home tonight against Lincoln. Gosnell is at home against McGee. Rivercrest playing host to Gentry this evening. On the road in 4A, Truman hitting the road to Star City, and Blytheville is at Warren. Down in 3A, it's Newport at home tonight against Magnet Cove. Osceola is at home against Perryville. Hoxie playing host to Quitman. Walnut Ridge on the road to Salem. Manila is on the road but playing on a neutral side of the Hot Springs Lakeside against Bismarck. Bismarck apparently had some storm damage last weekend that apparently affected their field so much of their facility that they were not able to host the game, so they moved it to a neutral site at nearby Hot Springs Lakeside. So Manila and Bismarck playing their game at Lakeside High School in Hot Springs, or near Hot Springs. Corning is at Camden Harmony Grove tonight. In 2A, East Poinsett County is at home against Hector. Mark Tree is at Conway Christian, and Earl is at Bigelow. And in 8-man football, Rector is at home tonight against Strong. We'll step aside for a 2-minute timeout, see if we have any other fresh scores. When we return, here it's Valley View leading Prairie Grove 14-11 at the break. We're back in 2 minutes on the EAB Sports Network.
The home team at Jonesboro Orthopedics and Sports Medicine is proud to welcome Dr. Asa Schneickel. Dr. Schneickel's an A-State alum and is Northeast Arkansas's only joint revision surgeon, specializing in several forms of joint replacement. He joins the Jonesboro Sports and Orthopedics team with more than 40 years experience in getting you back in the game. So if you have a sports injury, just some nagging aches, or even need help with concussion management, call JOSM at 932-1820 to schedule an appointment. Jonesboro Orthopedics and Sports Medicine, excelling in our field so you can excel on yours.
You raised your family here. Did every July 4th here. Refinished the floors here twice. Sized up your daughter's boyfriends here. Waited in the doorway all day when your son was coming home on leave. This place has given you all you've dreamed of, and now it's giving again, in the form of a gourmet kitchen and the quietest dishwasher known to man. Realize your dream with a home equity line of credit from Simmons Bank. Dreams realized. SimmonsBank.com. Member FDIC, equal housing lender, subject to credit approval.
It's a mix and match special now at all Jonesboro area Domino's Pizza locations. Choose any two for $5.99 each for carryout or $6.99 each for delivery. How about a medium 2-topping pizza, oven-baked sandwich, pasta in a tin, Domino's stuffed cheesy bread, salad, bread twists, marble brownies, and so much more. Switch it up for lunch or dinner for the whole gang. The mix and match special with any two for only $5.99 each for carryout or $6.99 each for delivery. Only at your Jonesboro area Domino's Pizza locations.
Elite Eye Care has a new Jonesboro location that is now open at 2100 East Highland near the Old Indian Mall. Hey, it's Brandon Baxter, and the team at Elite Eye Care is who my family trusts for their personal eye care. Elite Eye Care specializes in eye care solutions for patients of all ages, and you can be assured that your family is cared for like their own. Schedule your appointment at EliteEyeCareandOptical.com or call 972-6040. Elite Eye Care at 2100 East Highland in Jonesboro and at 1515 West Kings Highway in Paragould. Elite Eye Care. Your vision is our focus.
Randy Myers under the headset as we welcome you back to Central Dealership Stadium. Halftime rolling along here as we continue with our Kavanaugh Auto Group halftime report. Valley View leading Farmington 14-11. Some updated scores. Jonesboro has pulled a bit closer against Bentonville West. They now trail 28-12. Hurricane just scoring late in the half to make that game a little bit closer. So it's 28-12, Bentonville West leading Jonesboro in that 7A playoff game. An update on the Nettleton-Shiloh Christian game. It's just going from bad to worse for the Raiders as Shiloh now leads at 55-0 at the half in that game. Also, as we mentioned, win up on Harrison 21-14 at the half. Batesville and Prairie Grove are tied 14-all at the half in that game. We're hoping to get some other scores from games of local interest before we resume the second half, but those are the latest updates that we have. We'll pause for 2 minutes and back with more in a moment. Again, Valley View leads Farmington 14-11 at the half. We'll be back in 2 minutes on the EAB Sports Network.
A few years ago, a friend of mine was going to town to have lunch with the president of a college that he supported. He was stopped for speeding, and the trooper asked for his driver's license, and Jim said, "I don't have my driver's license. They're in my billfold at home." The trooper asked why his billfold was at home. He said, "I'm having lunch with the college president, and the last thing you want to take with you is your billfold." Best price, best service. One saying, and God bless our troops.
Farmers and Merchants Bank announces the lobby of our new branch in Jonesboro is now open. The drive-thru is an MVP center with live video tellers 7 to 7 weekdays and 9 till noon on Saturdays. So in addition to our beautiful bank on Highland, you can also visit our new branch at the corner of Southwest Drive and Parker. More MVPs, more ATMs, more me banking at Farmers and Merchants Bank, member FDIC.
Valley View High School Athletics is brought to you by Gateway Tire and Service Center and Toyo Tires. Where there's always one thing you can count on, we go the distance for you. Before you hit the road for a trip across country or across town, drop by Gateway Tire and Service Center and check out the great deals on Toyo Tires. Whether it's tires or auto repair, you can always count on one thing. At Gateway Tire and Toyo Tires, we go the distance for you. At Gateway Tire in Paragould and Jonesboro, we go the distance for you.
A-State football and the Social Jonesboro are the perfect winning combination for game day. The Social has an amazing, delicious, fantastic, and tasty menu that goes perfect for pre or post game. Plus, the official Red Wolves away game watch party takes place at the Social. What we're saying is, it does not get any better than the Social on Red Wolves game day. The name says it all. Get social at the Social and get ready to howl with fellow A-State Red Wolves fans on every game day. The Social at Greensboro Village in Jonesboro.
Back at Central Dealership Stadium, Randy Myers under the headset in the NEA Baptist broadcast position. Halftime winding down here in the Kavanaugh Auto Group halftime report. Valley View leads Farmington 14-11. We take this opportunity to remind you that we will have our first basketball broadcast of the year, or of the season, Monday night as the Lady Blazers open the season at Truman. That'll be 3 games starting at 5 o'clock with the first game. So should get underway probably with our broadcast of the senior girls game right about 6:50. Should tip around 7 o'clock, and we'll most likely get on the air with our pregame broadcast beginning at 6:50 for our first basketball broadcast of the season. The Valley View girls opening the season Monday at Truman, and then they will play again on Friday. So if we're not broadcasting a second-round football playoff game, which I hope we are, and by the way, the winner of this one will get the winner of the Bologna-Camden Fairview game. We're trying to get a score on that game, pass that along to you as soon as possible. But if we're not broadcasting a second-round playoff game here at Central Dealership Stadium next week, we will have the broadcast of the Valley View girls game against BIC. That one will be 2 games starting at 5 o'clock. So, again, we should get underway with our broadcast time right around 6:50 with a 7 o'clock tip, most likely for Valley View and BIC next Friday night. Now, if there is a second-round playoff game here on the Valley View campus, I would imagine that basketball game will either be canceled or rescheduled. It might be moved up to possibly earlier in the day. We'll just have to wait and see what the situation will be, but I would not think that Valley View would host a basketball game at the same time they've got a second-round football playoff game going on, if indeed it comes down to that, and we certainly hope that it does. Right now, the Blazers in not bad position. They lead it at the break 14-11. Great job by the Blazer defense against this very potent and vaunted Farmington offense, holding the Cardinals to only 11 points in the first half. They put 34 on the board in the first half last week against a very good Prairie Grove team. Just about set to get the second half underway, it appears. Both teams are on their respective sideline. The officials are conferring at midfield. Valley View is going to get the ball to start the second half. Mormon, Galloway, and Kevin Tice back to return for Valley View. As we wrap up our Kavanaugh Auto Group halftime report.
Jorge
Cervantes will tee it up at the 40-yard line on the near hash for the Cardinals. Galloway and Mormon are the deep men for Valley View. Galloway on the right hash, Mormon on the far side. Blazers lead 14-11 here as we start the second half. It's a deep kick. It'll be fielded off the bounce, and Galloway will just jump on it and cover it up at the 15-yard line, so no return, and Valley View will start at its own 15-yard line. So the Cardinal defense makes their way onto the field. And now here comes the Blazer offense, led by junior quarterback Carson Turley. He'll send two receivers wide to the left and two to the right. Blazers will operate from the near hash at the 15-yard line. Turley back to throw. Fires over the middle, looking for Wilson. He got held, but again, there's no flag. Finally, the flag comes in. That was a late flag, but they've been getting away with that a lot tonight, and that time the flag finally flies, and that should be a pass interference penalty that will give Valley View 15 yards and a first down. Step off is underway.
Holding.
It's actually a holding call. So it's only a 10-yard penalty, moves the ball forward to the 25. But it is a first down for Valley View. 11:52 to play in the period. Blazers leading 14-11. Trips right, one single receiver, Harmon off to the left. Turley fires over the middle. That ball is picked and deflected and then picked off the deflection, and this may go for a pick six for the Cardinals. It is. Making the interception was Andrew White. Got it off the deflection, grabbed it, and took it to the house, and Farmington reclaims the lead. About a 35-yard interception return. And we now await the extra point opportunity for the Cardinals with 11:40 to play in the third. Cervantes on to make the kick. That's the first interception that Turley has thrown since the Poplar Bluff game back in week 2. Here's the kick. It's high enough, long enough, and it's good.
The extra point is good.
So that makes it 18-14 as Farmington reclaims the lead. We'll be back in 30 seconds on the EAB Sports Network. 30 seconds on the EAB Sports Network.
This is Keith Bear with Bear Auto Group. There's nothing that brings our communities together like high school sports. No matter what the scoreboard says, it's a winning feeling dealership. Good credit, bad credit, no problem. Don't buy anywhere else until you shop at Bear location near you. Don't get a bad deal, get a Bear deal. Because why pay more?
Saving service, great selection too. Bear does it all for you.
We're back at Central Dealership Stadium. Randy Myers in the NEA Baptist broadcast position. Farmington has reclaimed the lead. Second pick six of the game. This one going to the Cardinals on an Andrew White pick for 35 yards on the return. And the kick was good to put the Cardinals back up by 4. It's now 18-14 as we now await the Farmington kickoff. Mormon and Galloway again back deep for Valley View. Or Cervantes will kick for the Cardinals from the 40-yard line. Drives it deep. It'll go out of bounds, and Valley View will get the ball at the 35-yard line. With 11:40 to play. Camden Fairview up on Bologna 24-0 at the half in that game. And again, the winner of this game will get the winner of the Fairview-Bologna game. Right now it looks like it may be Camden Fairview. Again, it's Fairview leading 24-0 at the half against Bologna.
After the free kick out of bounds, the ball is placed at the 35-yard line. 1st and 10 Blazers.
So Valley View will get the ball at the 35 after the kick went out of bounds on the penalty. And the Blazers will start from there with the ball between the hashes. 11:40 to play in the third. Farmington now leading 18-14. It's been a back and forth affair so far. 2 receivers to the right, 1 to the left for Valley View. Starks motions left. He'll get it on the jet sweep and caught in the backfield. He'll lose yardage, thrown all the way back. We'll see where they mark his forward progress. Probably going to be a loss back to about the 20. Or the 30, rather.
Backfield loss of 3 on the play brings up 2nd down, 13.
Going to spot it at the 32, so it's a loss of 3. Two receivers wide left and right. Turley to throw. Catch made by Wilson. Wilson up, has the first down up near midfield.
Pass completed to Bo Smith.
Correction, that was Bo Smith making the catch.
For another Blazer.
And it's a first down for Valley View at the 50. Blazers going tempo. 1 receiver to the left. 3 bunched in tight on the near side. Late pitch out to Caldwell. Caldwell stiff arms a man. Gets the far sideline, and he's off to the races. He will go. Slade Caldwell from 50 yards out. The Blazers are right back on top. Excellent timing on the pitch from Turley, and Caldwell took it to the house. That score coming with 10:49 to play on a 50-yard run by Slade Caldwell. Awaiting the extra point now for Brody Dix. Bo Smith will be the holder. Kick in the air. And good.
Extra point is good.
So with 10:49 to play in the third quarter, Valley View now leads it 21-18. We'll return in 30 seconds on the EAB Sports Network.
Have you had to pay for costly repairs to your AC unit all summer long? Well, Air Conditioning will give you a trade-in value or buy back a recent repair up to $1,000. Plus, we have financing available and lifetime replacement warranties on new systems. But hurry before the new government regulations take effect. Call More Air Conditioning today, a Google guaranteed company at 870-336-2023. Or visit us at moreac.com.
You deserve more. Don't settle for less.
Well, fireworks aplenty here early in the second half. 2 scores already. Farmington scored moments ago on a 35-yard pick six, and Valley View that time scoring on a 50-yard run from Slade Caldwell. It was a 2-play, 65-yard drive. Brody Hicks hit the extra point kick. Valley View has reclaimed the lead. It's 21-18 with 10:49 to play in the third period. This has all happened in less than 2 minutes of playing time. Here's Dix's kick taken at the 6-yard line by the Farmington return man. There's a flag down.
The flag's on the play.
Got some extracurricular activity going on. We may have 2 flags, may have multiple flags here. He's getting looking to get a little chippy out there now. So we'll see what we got after the dust settles and the smoke clears. Hot Springs leading Little Rock Mills 7-6 at the half in that 5A playoff game.
Holding for
it's going to be
illegal block in the back. Farmington.
A block in the back against Farmington on the return was the penalty. So the step off underway. We'll move the ball back inside the 10-yard line, and the Cardinals will get it at the 8. It appears.
At the 8-yard line, first down, Farmington.
10:38 to play in the third. Valley View leading 21-18. Cardinals send 2 receivers wide to the near side. 1 off to the right. Van Zant out of the gun. Standing at about his own 3-yard line. Rolling near side. He's going to tuck and run and gets it back up to about the 10, no more. Brings up actually only a 1-yard gain. So it's 2nd and 9 from the 9. Cardinals send off to the right. Quarterback keeps it and gets met at the 30 and thrown back. Receiver, and that'll bring up 3rd and 8 for Farmington with 8:46 remaining. In the third, Batesville has taken a 1-touchdown lead with 3 minutes left in the third against Prairie Grove. It's now 21-14 over in Northwest Arkansas. 2 receivers wide to each side for the Cardinals. Van Zant out of the gun. Pump fakes, gets happy feet. Now he's being pressured. Down he goes. He got rid of the ball. We'll see if they rule him down or not. It looked like an intentional grounding situation. But I don't see any flags, so I guess they're going to rule that. But nope, they are going to rule it a sack. So he was in the grass. They say he was down when he got rid of the ball, and the line of scrimmage will be the 24-yard line, and Jagger Gordon on to punt for the Cardinals. Daquan Galloway sets up for the Blazer return at the 45-yard line on the Valley View side of the field. High snap, he's able to get the kick away. Gets a high kick, short kick up in the lights. It'll take away Farmington bounce, and Valley View will get good field position here. The Blazers will have the ball at the 42-yard line. Wynn now leading 21-17 against Harrison at the start of the third quarter, or early in the third quarter of that game. So Valley View will get the ball at the Farmington 42 after the short punt.
First down, Blazers.
Blazers send 2 receivers wide right, 1 off to the left. Turley out of the gun. Drops straight back. Flushed, rolls right. And now he's going to keep it and runs out of bounds.
Carson Turley on the keeper.
Probably no gain, maybe lost a half yard there. We'll see.
No gain on the play brings up 2nd down.
It's no gain. Sets up 2nd and 10 from the 42. Good downfield coverage there by the Cardinal defense. Nobody for Turley to deliver the ball to that time. Wilson and Bo Smith are split wide right for Valley View. Got 2 receivers off to the left as well. Turley out of the gun. Caldwell on his left hip. The give to Caldwell. Caldwell gets free, runs to the outside, now turns the corner, and he should have the first down around the 30-yard line. Hard running by Slade Caldwell. Just would not be denied the first down marker.
Stop, but not before another Blazer.
They'll spot the ball at the 32. Move the chains for Valley View. 7:36 to play in the third. Blazers leading 21-18. 3 receivers all motion left now as they go strong side left. Turley keeps it, and that may have been a broken play. He dives forward back near the line of scrimmage.
No gain on the play.
It'll be no gain. Brings up, actually lost a half yard. Call it 2nd and 11 from the 33. 7:07 to play in the third. Blazers up 3. It's 21-18. Turley sends trips right, 1 receiver off to the left. He's back to throw, drops straight back. Here comes pressure, fires over the middle. Catch made, and that is inside the 25 or right down near the 25. Bo Smith making the catch for the Blazers.
Caleb McChristian on the stop.
Just about a yard or less than a yard shy of the first down. It'll bring up 3rd and about 10 inches here for Valley View to get the first down. The ball will be at the 22-yard line. 6:23 to play in the period. Blazers going jumbo. McMullen is the running back. Turley keeps it, gets a good surge over the left side of the offensive line, and that'll move the chains for Valley View. That was the 5th play of this drive, which began at the Farmington 42.
Right down at the 20-yard line. That's good for another Blazer.
Needed 1, got 2. The ball at the 20-yard line. Wilson and Smith split wide right. 2 receivers off to the left for the View. Turley out of the gun. First down from the 20. Sets up, fires incomplete. Intended receiver, I believe, was Starks, but
pass intended for TJ Starks falls incomplete.
Just missed it, and it'll bring up second down. Looks like TJ might have tried to take off a little bit too early before he corralled the ball there, and brings up second down for the View. 5:47 to play in the third. Blazers lead 21-18. Two receivers wide to each side. Caldwell on the carry, runs left, gets it down to about the 16, maybe the 15.
Gain of 4 on the play, brings up third down, 6.
Third and 6 for Valley View from the 16. 5.5 minutes left in the period. Two receivers wide to each side. Turley looks to the sideline. Plenty of time on the snap clock. Now Caldwell will move to his left hip. Turley will maybe changing the play here. He's back to throw. Here comes pressure. He gets rid of it. Looking for Wilson. Catch made. Touchdown, Valley View. Mark Wilson hauls it in. And the Blazers extend. 16-yard hookup. And Dix on to attempt the extra point kick. Hold of Bo Smith. 5:03 remaining. Kick is in the air. It's long, and it is good.
Missed point is good.
So it's now 28-18 as the Blazers extend the lead to 10 with 5:03 to play in the third. We'll be back in 30 seconds on the EAB Sports Network.
Kids grow up so fast, and so has the Arkansas Children's Hospital Jonesboro Clinic. This is our clinic's 10th year of creating healthier tomorrows for the kids in Northeast Arkansas. There's no need to cross the river or hit the highway for your cardiology or diabetes needs. Road trips are for fun, not for health care. The team at Arkansas Children's Hospital Jonesboro Clinic is celebrating by doing what we always do, giving your kids more time to be kids. Learn more at archildrens.org/Jonesboro.
We are back at Central Dealership Stadium. Valley View has extended its lead to 10 points. It's now 28-18 after a 16-yard touchdown pass from Carson Turley to Mark Wilson. The drive covered 42 yards in 8 plays. And we now await the Blazer kickoff. Again, 28-18 your score, 5:03 to play in the third. A lot of football still left here in this one. Dix approaches, puts foot in the ball for the Blazer kickoff. It'll bounce and go out of bounds, and now
there's a flag on the play.
Farmington will get the ball at the 35. Seen a little bit of everything in terms of the variety of touchdowns. Both teams have scored with a pick six.
After the free kick out of bounds, ball's placed at the 35-yard line.
That was Turley's first touchdown pass of the night. As Ian Wilson hook up, 7th touchdown catch of the year for Mark Wilson. And here come the Cardinals on first down from their own 35, trailing by 10 with 5:03 to play, with two receivers wide to the near side, one to the right. Give it off to the tailback, running right. He's got a big hole and goes down right after he picked up the first down at about the 46-yard line. Elsick on the carry.
Norman on the stop. Ball's placed at the 44-yard line. First down, Farmington.
Drove 21-20. Here's Farmington with a running play over the right. Timeout.
Timeout.
So the Blazers take the timeout. We'll take it with them. 4:37 to play in the third quarter. Valley View leads Farmington 28-18. We'll return in 30 seconds on the EAB Sports Network.
No matter what the season, it's always a great time to go to Wings to Go. Whether it's football, whether it's basketball, whether it's baseball, whether it's wrestling, whether it's anything, the wings, the salads, the hamburgers, everything they have at Wings to Go is always flavorful and it's always ready. All that has to happen is you come down and enjoy them. Happy winging from Wings to Go.
4 minutes, 37 seconds left. We're set to return to play. Farmington with a first down at the Blazer 38. Two receivers near side, one to the right. Van Zandt sideline for a short gain of about 5 yards. Funk on the catch for the Cardinals.
Gain of 5 on the play brings up second down.
5. Second and 5 from the 33. They'll hand it off this time over the right side for a short gain up to about the 30.
Russell Hodge on the carry.
Hodge on the carry there. Brings up third
down and 3.
Two receivers to the left for the Cardinals. Inside 4 minutes to play in the third. And now we have, I believe, it's a timeout. Yeah, it's an injury timeout, an official's timeout. One of the Cardinals down over there close to their sideline. So we'll step aside for 30 seconds. 3 minutes, 53 seconds remaining in the third period. Valley View leads Farmington 28-18. We'll be back in 30 seconds on the EAB Sports Network. It's on the EAB Sports Network.
Save $80 on the spot at Plaza Tire Service when you purchase 4 in-stock Nokia and One tires. That's instant saving right now at Plaza Tire Service. No forms to complete, no waiting for a card in the mail. Plus, you can make the purchase easy on your wallet with the Plaza Tire Service credit card, featuring 6 months deferred interest on purchases over $149 or one of our no credit needed financing solutions. For limited time, save $80 instantly on 4 in-stock Nokia and One tires for your car, exclusively at Plaza Tire Service.
Set to return to action. Farmington facing 3rd and 3 from the Blazer 31. Two receivers to the left, one to the right. Van Zandt in the gun. He's going to keep it running right. That's actually a different quarterback. He's got the first down as they sent Sam Wells, who had been the backup quarterback, and he runs the ball effectively for a first down there to keep the drive alive for the Cardinals. We'll see where they spot the ball. Looks like it's going to be about the 19 of Valley View. On the right hash. Two receivers to the left. Same quarterback, Wells. He'll run it forward for about 3.
Gain of 3 on the play brings up second down, 7.
Gets it up to about the 16-yard line with 3:20 to play in the third. 2nd and 7 for Farmington. Two receivers to the left, one off to the right. Van Zandt back in. Runs away from one defender, throws it downfield, finds a receiver for a big catch inside the 10-yard line. That was a great play by Van Zandt. He was close to being sacked, still had the composure and presence of mind to escape the pressure and find his receiver on the sideline for a first and goal now for the Cardinals with 2:58 to play. Ball will be at the 9-yard or the 8-yard line. I believe it's the 8. Give over the right side on the running play. He's inside the 5, trying to move the pile, and Valley View will stop it there at about the 4-yard line, it appears. Second and goal from the 4. Ball on the right hash.
Hodge on the carry. Second down, goal.
Van Zandt out of the gun. Actually in the pistol. They give it off to the running back over the right side. Valley View not having any part of that as they stuff Russell Hodge for no gain.
Cal Richardson and Brian Huff combined on
Richardson and Huff in on that. That's the third touchdown of the period. This one coming with 1:54 to play. Cervantes on to attempt the extra point kick for the Cardinals. Try to get them back within 3. Kick is high, long, and it is good. So with 1:54 to play in the third, it's now 28-25. The Blazers lead it by 3. We'll be back in 30 seconds on the EAB Sports Network.
When you bank at First Security, you're choosing better for yourself and fellow Arkansans. Better service from friendly professionals who really invest in your goals. Better solutions with convenient tools and smart resources. And better support for the things that matter to you, as well as the communities that matter to us all. Because finding your better at First Security makes Arkansas better too. First Security. Bank better. Member FDIC.
Back at Central Dealership Stadium, Farmington finishes off a 10-play, 65-yard drive on the 4-yard pass from Cameron Van Zant to Peyton Funk. It's now 28-25. Meanwhile, down in Cross County, Harrison has taken a 3-point lead with 10 minutes left in the third against the Yellow Jackets. They lead Wynn 24-21. Here it's 28-25. Valley View leading by 3 as we await the Farmington kickoff from Jorge Cervantes. He approaches, puts foot in the ball at the 40, and will drive this one deep and into the end zone for a touchback. Valley View will get it at the 20.
Kickoff rolls into the end zone for a touchback.
With 1:54 remaining in the third. A lot of football left in this one against two very good teams. Nettleton is on the board against Shiloh. With 4 minutes remaining in the game, it's now 55-7 over in Springdale. Two receivers to each side for Valley View. Turley out of the gun. Shows it to Cobble, fires downfield looking for Wilson. Wilson with a spectacular one-handed grab. And it'll be a first down inside Farmington territory at about the 43-yard line. An incredible catch by Mark Wilson on the sideline. That was our Domino's Pizza delivery of the game. Make game night better by ordering online at Domino's.com or from the Domino's app. On first down, Blazers with one receiver off to the left. Turley's going to keep it. Now reverses direction, runs out of the tackle and runs out of bounds after a short gain of about 2 yards. Looked like he might have got pushed on the sideline, but no flag.
Gain of 3 on the play.
Actually, he got 3.
Second down, 7.
Brings up a 2nd and 7 from the Farmington 40 with 1:34 left in the third. Two receivers left and to the right. Caldwell on the carry, gobbled up at the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a couple of yards there probably. At least one, if not two.
Loss of
that Farmington defensive line was laying in wait for him that time. It'll be a loss of 1. Sets up 3rd and 8 for Valley View with 1:17 to play in the third. Valley View clinging to a 3-point lead. It's 28-25. Smith and Wilson are split wide right for the Blazers. Two receivers off to the left. I believe that's Harmon and Starks. Turley back to throw. Fires across the middle, intended for Smith, but missed him. That'll bring up 4th down.
Pass intended for Bo Smith falls incomplete. Brings up 4th down.
So the punt team will make their way onto the field. Turley will drop back Turley will drop back into punt formation, and going back to return for Farmington is Sam Wells. He'll be standing between the hashes at about his own 6-yard line. Turley will punt from the Blazer 45. Less than a minute to play in the third. Valley View leading 28-25. Low snap, he gets it off the ground, gets the kick away. And Valley View looks like it's going to go into the end zone. The Blazers almost were able to get down there and get it before it got into the end zone, but unable to do so, and so Farmington will get the ball at the 20 with 43 seconds left in the third period. Valley View leading 28-25. Farmington will have the ball just inside the right hash as they move from right to left toward the north end zone. They'll send two receivers wide to the near side, one off to the right. Van Zant out of the gun. Give it off to the running back, running to the outside. Turns a corner and appears to have the first down. If not, he's very close on the second effort.
Luke Elsick on the carry.
Elsick on the carry. And it'll move the chains for the Farmington Cardinals.
Now down at the 31-yard line, first down, Farmington.
Ball will be at the Blazer 31. Two receivers to the left, one to the right. Out of the pistol, we've got whistles and flags just as the ball is snapped. Going to be a false start against the Cardinals.
Farmington. After the penalty, ball is placed back at the 26-yard line, brings up first down, 15.
Final score in Springdale, Shiloh Christian has defeated Nettleton 55-14. Here's a give, I believe, to Elsick over the right side. Breaks to the outside and gets it up to about the 34, 35-yard line.
Carry, knocked out of bounds at the
So it'll bring up second and 9
line, brings up second down, 9
for the Cardinals. 12 seconds left in the period. Clock stopped for now. So more than likely this will be the last snap of the third quarter coming up. Two receivers left, one to the right. Long snap count. Van Zant to throw. Fires over the middle. It's picked off. Return is on. Short gain up to about the 32-yard line. Let's see who got the ball. Jay Mormon with his second pick of the night. He read that quarterback's eyes and jumped the route. And Valley View gets it right back. 3 seconds remaining in the period. The line of scrimmage will be the 33-yard line of Farmington. Trips right, one single receiver to the left for the View. Turley keeps it, running right, looking for the edge, puts his head and shoulders down and batters his way forward for 1 or 2. And that was the last play of the third period. So we've got 3 in the books. Valley View clinging to a 3-point lead. As we move into the final frame, it's 28-25. We'll be back in 30 seconds on the EAB Sports Network.
That's the end of the
Holidays are here, and American Made General Store is the place to shop for one-of-a-kind gift items. Come in today and get your new shipment of Greenwich Bay soaps, Wine River wind chimes, Rada knife sets, and Stay Put pillows. The name says it all. Everything you see in our store is manufactured in America. We have over 5,000 American-made products from almost every state. So come find that unique and perfect gift for everyone this Christmas at American Made General Store. Shop one of our locations in Pocahontas, Brooklyn, Rogersville, and Conway.
Well, we've had a dandy of a football game so far through these first 3 quarters. Valley View leads it 28-25. This is still very much anyone's game. A lot of football left to be played here between two outstanding, very evenly matched teams thus far. And Valley View will have the ball on a 2nd and 9 at the Farmington 32-yard line as we begin the fourth period. Jay Mormon has come up big defensively tonight for Valley View. Had a pick 6 for a score in the first half and just got another interception to give Valley View the ball for this possession. Here come the Blazers. 3 receivers to the right, Harmon off to the left, the near side. Turley keeps it, running near side, looking downfield, fires complete. Short gain by Harmon. He juggled it, but got control before he went out of bounds. And the line of scrimmage here will be the
down at the
26-yard line of Farmington. It'll be 3rd and 3 for Valley View as the Blazers send the jumbo package in. Mills now leading Hot Springs 12-7 in that game. Batesville now leading Prairie Grove 28-20 with 7 minutes left in Northwest Arkansas. 3rd and 3 for Valley View from the 26. McMullen is the running back in the jumbo set. Mix up in the backfield. McMullen's got it, and he breaks free. He's going to score. He will walk into the end zone. Looked like he was going to be stuffed for no gain. Then a hole opened up. He vaulted through it and takes it in from 26 yards out. Matt McMullen from 26 yards out on a strange play. Second score of the night for McMullen. Brody Dixon to attempt the extra point kick out of the hold of Bo Smith. 11:22 to play in the game. Kick is in the air, and it's right down the middle.
The extra point is good.
So it's now 34-25. The Blazers push the lead back to 9. We'll return in 30 seconds on the EAB Sports Network.
Hello, I'm estate planning and other law attorney Chad Oldham. More and more often today, I hear clients tell me that the only thing golden about the golden years is that it takes all the gold to grow old. Don't be a victim of rising healthcare and nursing home costs. Be prepared. Have a plan. Contact us today to find out how we help our clients protect and preserve assets for family and future generations. The Oldham Law Firm, 603 Southwest Drive in Jonesboro, or visit us on the web at oldhamlawfirm.com.
We're back at Central Dealership Stadium. I was mistaken on that score a moment ago. It's now 35-25. 35-25 after the extra point kick by Brody Dix as the Blazers have the lead back at 10. That last score was a 26-yard run by Matt McMullen, a 3-play, 33-yard scoring drive set up by the Jay Mormon interception to give Valley View the ball in the short field. And we now await the kickoff from Brody Dix. Deep return men for Farmington set up. One at the 10, one at the 7-yard line. Sam Wells is one of the returners. This will be a squib kick. Fielded off the bounce by the up back. And a short return up to about the 35. Making the return was Hunter Reeves for Farmington.
36-yard line. First down, Farmington.
So they'll spot the ball at the 36. Farmington will have decent field position here to begin this drive, trailing by 10 with most of the fourth quarter still to be played, 11:15 remaining in the game. Here come the Cardinals, 2 receivers to the left. Reeves split to the near side. Backs in the pistol. Van Zant is the quarterback. He'll turn, give it off to Elsick over the left side, and Elsick fights forward on second effort, running across the 40 up to about the 41. Got about 4 or 5 there. Looks like a 5-yard gain. Most of that on the second effort run. Ball will be at the 41. 2nd and 5 for the Cardinals. 2 receivers to the left, 1 to the right. Give it off. Actually, the quarterback still got it. Van Zant, now he's being chased. Gets rid of it, fires it downfield. It's incomplete. Great pressure there by Valley View, and also a great play fake by Van Elsick. I thought he got rid of the ball. But
incomplete. Brings up 3rd down and 5.
So it's 3rd and 5 for Farmington. Ball at the Blazer 41. 10:40 to play in the game. Valley View leading 35-25. Twelve seconds left on the snap clock. Trips right, 1 single return. 3rd and 5. Van Zant back to throw. Here comes pressure. He's hit as he gets rid of it. It's up for grabs. Catch made. A great catch. Now he breaks away from the tackler, and Farmington's got the ball inside Blazer territory at about the 28 or the 29-yard line. Funk making the catch in traffic over there. And that will set Farmington up in good shape. At the Blazer 29, 1st down. 2 receivers to the right, 1 to the left. Backs in the pistol. Give it off to the running back over the right side. He's gobbled up at the line of scrimmage. That'll be a short gain at best for the Cardinals.
Luke Elsick
on the carry.
Gain of 2 on the play brings up 2nd down, 8.
give him about 2.5 yards. We'll call it 2nd and 8. From the 27. 2 receivers wide left and right. Elsick will shift to Van Zant's left hip. Now he'll motion out as a receiver. They throw it to him out in the flat, and he's got some running room. He has the first down and goes down at about the 11 or 12 yard line. Actually, that was Funk on the catch.
Down at the 12-yard line. First down, Farmington.
Farmington with a first down inside the play.
Brings up 2nd down, 3.
2nd and 3 from the 5, it would appear. Give to the running back. I think that's Hodge, and Hodge gets about a yard before he's met and thrown back.
Russell Hodge on the carry. Gain of 1 on the play. Brings up 3rd down and 2.
So it's 3rd and 2 for Farmington. From the 4. Hodge strung out, and he'll lose yardage. There'll be a loss of 1 or 2 back around the 5. And it's 4th down and about 3 now for Farmington from the Blazer 5 with 8:36 to play in the game.
No gain on the play. Brings up 4th down.
They'll call that no gain. 4th and 2 from the 4 after the spot. Trips right. Van Zandt out of the gun. Looking to throw. Here comes pressure. He's pursued. That ball is caught. That'll be a touchdown, I believe.
Pass completed to Peyton Funk in the end zone. Touchdown.
Yep, it is a touchdown. Didn't see any arms go up there, but I thought he caught that ball. Peyton Funk on the catch. Second touchdown catch by Funk. Cervantes on for the extra point kick. That kick is good, but barely, as it just barely got over the crossbar. 8:28 to play in the game. It's now 35-32 as Valley View's lead is cut back to 3. We'll return in 30 seconds on the EAB Sports Network.
Now you can enjoy the great taste of Japan in downtown Jonesboro. Bamboo Japanese Cuisine has all your favorites, from steak and chicken to seafood and sushi. Bamboo also has house poke bowls, or you can build your own bowl. Bamboo Japanese Cuisine with hibachi, sushi, and seafood is open Monday through Saturday for lunch and dinner, and discounts are available for students. So stop by and dine in with us, or log on to BambooJapaneseCuisine.com and like them on Facebook. Bamboo Japanese Cuisine on the corner of Main and Huntington in downtown Jonesboro.
35-32 our score as we welcome you back to Central Dealership Stadium. Farmington has pulled within 3. This time on a 4-yard pass from Van Zandt to Peyton Funk. It was a 10-play, 64-yard scoring drive for the Cardinals, as we now await the kick from Cervantes. Might see an onside kick here. Nope, they'll drive it deep. And it's fielded at the 11 or the 9-yard line by Galloway. Galloway still on his feet, takes it out near the 30 before he succumbs to the numbers.
Galloway on the return, brought down at the 29-yard line. First down.
Looks like they'll spot it at the 29. And Valley View will get it back there with 8:18 to play, leading 35-32. Turley leads his offense onto the field. This has been a very action-packed second half. 2 receivers to the right, 2 to the near side. Turley out of the gun. Keeps it, runs out of a tackle and fights forward to about the 33. Should be a gain of about 4 there.
Gain of 4 on the play.
2nd and 6 from the 33. Inside 8 minutes to play. 2 receivers to each. Rolls near side, throws on the run, looking for Harmon, but just overthrew him, barely out of his reach. It'll bring up 3rd down for Valley View. Cardinals had good coverage there on Harmon. Starks was also downfield. Blazers lead by 3. It's 35-32. win now with about a minute left in the third quarter. Here's Turley back to throw, straight back, fires over the middle, and incomplete. Caldwell was the intended target, but it got jarred loose, and Valley View will have to punt. Here come the Cardinals. Two receivers wide right and to the left. Van Zandt out of the gun. Fires complete on a screen pass. Receiver immediately tackled as soon as he caught the ball for a short gain.
That's completed to Peyton Funk. Brought down by Jet Bradshaw.
Cardinals with just over 7 minutes to play. Two receivers. Pass is complete to DeVault. DeVault forward. He's inside and will be stopped at about the 2-yard line. It appears DeVault.
Pass completed to Lawson DeVault.
With tough running after he made the catch in traffic.
Brought down at the 3-yard line.
They say he stepped out at the 3, so they can get a first down without scoring. It'll be 3rd and 2 from the 3. 6:35 to play. Blazers lead 35 to 32. But Farmington knocking at the door. DeVault is split wide right, one off to the left. They give it off to Hodge over the left side. Hodge met near the line of scrimmage. Looks like he got 1 or 2. That was Elsick actually on the carry. It'll bring up 4th and 1 from the 3. And they maybe, looks like they're going to put their field goal team on to try for the tie here. Nope, they're going to go for the score or the first down. But they do put a lot of fresh bodies in. Now a timeout taken, I believe, by Valley View. So the Blazers will stop the clock with 5:48 to play. Valley View leads at 35 to 32. We'll be back in 30 seconds on the EAB Sports Network.
Tired of slow internet? Feel like you're stuck in the old days? It's time to catch up with Empower, delivered by Craighead Electric. Thanks to Empower, you don't have to wait for high-speed internet. Our new cutting-edge technology makes our services more reliable and faster than the competition. Call 870-336-0999 to check internet availability in your area. That's 870-336-0999. Empower, high-speed internet for your neck of the woods.
5 minutes, 48 seconds remaining in the football game. Farmington facing a 4th and 1 from the 3-yard line. Trying to get the go-ahead score here. They'll go with their version of the jumbo package. Snap it on a direct snap, and that's a Farmington score as they got the ball on the snap to Cooper Gardenhire, and that's his second score of the night.
Cooper Gardenhire,
as he takes it in from 3 yards out to put Farmington back on top. The score coming with 5:43 to play. And Cervantes on for the extra point kick. It's an important kick because it could give them a 4-point lead. There's whistles and flags just as the ball was snapped. So we'll see what that's about. And it's a false start against Farmington. That scoring drive covered 11 yards in 4 plays, by the way, so they'll back up 5 yards and re-kick the PAT. To try to make it a 4-point cushion. Kick is high, long, and it's good. So Farmington now leads 39-35 with 5:43 to play. We'll be back in 30 seconds on the EAB Sports Network.
Whether you're replacing an old appliance or remodeling your whole kitchen, the appliances you need are right around the corner with GE Appliances at Tucker's Appliance Superstore in Jonesboro. Shop timeless designs and time-saving features on the appliances that are built to last in the busiest homes. Visit Tucker's Appliance today and upgrade your home your way with GE Appliances and your local experts. Shop Tucker's Appliance today and save.
Tucker's Appliance.
Farmington now leads at 39-35. 5:43 to play. I want to quickly acknowledge our folks behind the scenes tonight. Our producer and network engineer is David Whitman. Our video streaming crew is Gabriel Dyer, Carter Zipfel, Martin Fletcher, Aiden Rector, and Taylor Sellemeyer, our executive producer. Tonight is Scott Woodson. Farmington to kick from the 40. Galloway and Mormon back to return for Valley View. This kick will be gathered in by Galloway at the 12-yard line. He's got some room over the middle and runs it out to about the 32, maybe the 33-yard line.
On the return.
Wynn has defeated Harrison 27-24. Batesville has defeated Prairie Grove 28-20. Teams have won tonight. Nettleton, of course, losing badly to Shiloh Christian, and the outcome of this one's still in doubt. Right now, Valley View down 4 with 5:38 to play. The Blazers will start from the 33-yard line. Their own 33. Turley sends twin receivers left and right. Ball will be snapped just inside the right hash. Turley keeps it, tries the middle, not much there. Maybe a yard at best, if that.
Carson Turley on the keeper. No gain on the play. Brings up second.
No gain will bring up 2nd and 10. 5:25. Blazers need a touchdown. Again, twin receivers to each side. Turley back to throw. Throws complete to Starks. Starks fights forward up to about the 37 or the 38-yard line. Stays in bounds, so the clock continues to run. It'll be 3rd and 5 from the 38. 4:50 to remaining. Two receivers left and right. Turley fires, incomplete. Underthrew his target, which I believe was Starks, and it'll bring up 4th and 5 for the Blazers. So this is the play of the game coming up right here for Valley View. Got to have this first down. 4:38 left. Two receivers to each side. Turley out of the gun, Caldwell on his left hip. He's back to throw. Fires, that ball is caught, but it's going to be short of the first down. And Farmington will get the ball back. Bo Smith caught it at the 40, but he needed to get up to about the 43. And Farmington defense comes up big there with a stop. They'll get the ball back and now try to run out the clock. They've got
ball placed at the 41-yard line.
Valley View has one timeout left. Farmington has its full complement. And Farmington will get it back at the 41. So barring some sort of a miracle finish here, the season's going to end at 8-3 for Valley View as the Cardinals send their offense onto the field. Two receivers, wide left and right. They give it off to the running back, and he is met at the line of scrimmage and pushed back. I think that was
Russell
Hodge on the carry.
No gain on the play.
Call it no gain. But for Farmington, the important part is it keeps the clock rolling. They're going to milk that clock as much as possible between plays as we hit the 4-minute mark now. Farmington leading 39-35. Wells is back in at quarterback. He's going to keep it, running left, and drop for a loss. Sacked back at about the 44-yard line.
Sam Wells on the keeper. There's a flag on the play.
Flag down. We'll see what that's about. 3:42 as the clock stops for the penalty. Still no indication or signal. Now they'll take a timeout to stop the clock with 3:17 to play. So with 3:17 remaining, Farmington leads Valley View 39-35. We'll be back in 30 seconds on the EAB Sports Network.
Your vehicle is a personal and important investment. At Central Collision Center, we're more than collision repair. We do everything from minor paint touch-ups and windshield replacements to framework. We're committed to customer satisfaction and provide the highest quality of service. At Central Collision Center, we provide honest and expert auto care and offer a written lifetime warranty and on-site rental car arrangements. Stop by or give us a call today to schedule your free estimate. Central Collision Center. Professional, convenient, reliable. Find Central Chevrolet on Stadium and online at centralcollisionctr.com.
3 minutes, 17 seconds left here at Central Dealership Stadium as we welcome you back. Farmington facing a 3rd and 13 from the Valley View 44. 2 receivers to the right, 1 to the left. Van Zant's back to throw it. Fires on the sideline. The ball is caught in heavy traffic. What a great catch. Got that ball in double coverage, and Farmington will have it. No, it's intercepted. It was intercepted.
Ball placed at the 13-yard line. First down, Blazers.
I'm not sure who got it, but it was picked off, and Valley View will get the ball back at about the 13-yard line. So Valley View's got 3 minutes, 11 seconds left. And a lot of real estate to cover here. That's the 3rd pick of the game for the Valley View defense. 2 receivers to each side. Turley out of the gun, brings Starks in motion near side. He's back to throw, sets up, looking, catch made at midfield. It's Wilson with it. Wilson may go. As at Harmon, he'll score. Jackson Harmon outruns Farmington to the end zone, and Valley View has reclaimed the lead with 2:57 to play. Incredible. An 87-yard score from Turley to Harmon. And we now await the extra point kick of Brody Dix. Bo Smith will hold. My goodness. We have had some fireworks in this. There's still almost 3 minutes left. High snap. Kick is blocked, I believe. We missed it. The kick snap was high, so now it's 41-39. Valley View leads by 2. We'll be back in 30 seconds on the EAB Sports Network.
25 years of memories, 25 years of smiles, opportunities, and friends. 25 years of community. Because of you, we've forged long-lasting partnerships 25 years. But our promise to always be a true community bank remains the same. Our roots run deep. Our commitment to you runs deeper. We're celebrating 25 years of First Community Bank, and the best is yet to come. Member FDIC, Equal Opportunity Lender.
My goodness, 2 minutes, 57 seconds left in this one that's going to the wire. Valley View has reclaimed the lead off a 87-yard touchdown pass from Carson Turley to Jackson Harmon. It was set up by Jay Mormon's interception. That was his 3rd pick of the night. And I believe his 6th of the season. Now Valley View's got to kick it off with almost 3 minutes left, clinging to a 2-point lead. Dix will tee it up at the 40. This has been an incredible game. Onside kick, and Farmington recovers it at about the 43-yard line.
Kickoff is recovered at the 42.
So Farmington will have good field position. 2:53 to play. Ball will be at the 42-yard line. Cardinals send twins left and right. Van Zandt out of the gun. Throws complete to DeVault. DeVault gets it up to about the 46 or 7-yard line. Pickup of about 5. Two receivers again to each side. They'll snap it quickly. 2:38 to play. 2nd and 6. DeVault, or rather Van Zandt back to throw. Being pressured. Fires downfield. That ball will fall incomplete. Hunter Reeves was the intended receiver. 2:26 to play. It's 3rd and 6 for Farmington. This Blazer crowd making some noise. The ball will be at the 46-yard line on 3rd and 6 for the Cardinals. Two receivers to the left, one to the near side. DeVault in the pistol, or rather Van Zandt in the pistol. Fires over the middle, catch made for a first down. That'll move the chains and keep the drive alive. And Van Zandt got rid of that ball just in time. The receiver was Peyton Funk. It's a first down at the Blazer 46 with 2:14 to play. Back to throw, sets up, catch made on the near sideline for a short gainer. We'll see if that was complete or not.
Pass intended for
incomplete. DeVault was the intended target. Couldn't get it to him. It'll bring up 2nd and 10 with 2:07 to play. Ball at the 46-yard line. Twin receivers left and right. Van Zandt in the gun. They throw it out complete on the screen pass to Elsick, and Elsick chopped down for a loss.
Luke Elsick on the reception.
Back at about the 48-yard line. It'll bring up 3rd and 12 for Farmington with 1:50 to play. Clock ticking. Valley View leading 41-39. Trips right, one single receiver to the left. Van Zandt back to throw. Here comes pressure. He'll run left side, gets rid of it, and that may have been picked off. Nope, it's going to be incomplete. So now it's 4th and 12. Play of the game coming up right here with 1:30 to play. Fourth and 12 for Farmington at the Valley View 48-yard line. 90 seconds remaining in the football game. Valley View leads 41-39. Trips right, one receiver to the left. Van Zandt hit as he throws. Ball is incomplete. The Blazers will get the ball back. And Brian Huff unloaded on Cameron Van Zandt. He had to hurry the throw. It falls incomplete, and the Blazers will get it back. Farmington still got 2 timeouts left with 1:22 to play. So we're not out of the woods yet.
Ball placed at the Valley View 48-yard line. First down, Blazers.
Valley View will get it back at its own 48. And the Blazers are oh so close now to winning their first ever playoff game as a member of Class 5A. The last time the Blazers won a playoff game was 2014. They've been in the playoffs for 6 straight years, but never able to advance to the second round. They'll go with a jumbo package here. And Farmington jumps off sides. Encroachment penalty will give Valley View a free 5 yards.
Encroachment, Farmington. After the penalty, the ball is placed at the
moves the ball across the 50 into Farmington territory.
Yard line, first down 5.
To the 47 of the Cardinals with 1:22 to play. Give over the right side to Caldwell.
No gain on the play.
No gain, maybe a loss, and now Farmington will take a timeout. Looks like Caldwell got back to the line of scrimmage. Let's just hold it here for right now. 1:17 to play. Valley View facing a 2nd and 5 from the Farmington 47-yard line. And if the Blazers can hang on to win this, we're going to try to visit with Sean Cockrell in our More Air Conditioning postgame show. So we encourage you to stay with us for that. Valley View facing 2nd and 5 from the Farmington 47 with 1:17 to play. A timeout on the field. Both coaches have 1 timeout left. Blazers leading it 41-39 in what has been a back and forth affair all night. I've lost count of the lead changes in this one. There have been a bunch. Blazers go jumbo. Caldwell is the running back. Turley will go under center. Give to Caldwell. Caldwell surges forward across the 45 to about the 44, maybe the 43.
Ball's placed at the 44-yard line, brings up 3rd down 2.
And it'll bring up 3rd and 2 for Valley View. And now Valley View, actually Farmington will burn its last timeout. So that's the final timeout for Farmington with 1:11 to play in the game. We'll step aside for 30 seconds. The Blazers lead it 41-39. Back in 30 seconds on the EAB Sports Network.
Your medical needs are personal, and the way you manage those needs should be personal as well. The team at Southern Home Healthcare is local, knowledgeable, and courteous, giving you the customized care you and your family deserve. When facing breathing challenges, the on-staff respiratory therapists at Southern Home Healthcare provide support and guidance just for you, and you can sleep better with the help of their CPAP and BiPAP therapy. Plus, treat your strains, sprains, and pain with the help of Southern Home Healthcare's high-quality bracing devices. Go online to southernhomehealthjonesboro.com.
View, and I believe he got the first down.
On the carry, brought down at the 41-yard line. That's good for another.
And it is enough to move the chains. Yes, indeed. Valley View's got the first down. Farmington is out of timeouts, so Valley View can go victory formation now and have their first playoff win since 2014. The jumbo package will check in. Inside a minute to play, and Farmington can no longer stop the clock. Blazers in victory formation. Turley under center. He'll take a knee. One more snap of the football should do it. And they may not even have to snap it one more time. No, they won't. So that's it. The Blazers have their first playoff victory as they send Farmington back to Northwest Arkansas with a 41-39 loss. This was an incredible football game, and the celebration is on now at Central Dealership Stadium as Valley View wins it 41-39. Your final score. We invite you to stay with us for our JOSM player, our More Air Conditioning post-game show. We're also going to try to get a word with Sean Cockrell, and we will also name the JOSM player of the game. We'll come back in 2 minutes for the post-game show as Valley View wins it over Farmington 41-39 on the EAB Sports Network.
Pico Foods says good luck to all the players, coaches, cheerleaders, and marching bands taking the field tonight. Under the lights, it's not about who's in your path, it's about who's in your huddle. And Pico Foods is a proud teammate and supporter of local communities and the state's agricultural producers. Learn more about Pico
Barbecue. But there are people from Memphis that travel to Jonesboro to sample, taste, and enjoy Demo's Barbecue. No kidding, they come from Memphis. So no need to go anywhere else. Right here, the best barbecue is at Demo's. Any of the ribs, any of the plates, treats, you can enjoy it all at Demo's Smokehouse Barbecue. My mouth is watering.
Follow me on Class Care, delivered by friends, family, and neighbors right here in your community, bringing industry-leading technology to you, not the other way around. Your health record, your appointment scheduling, and your medications ordered. Do we look at healthcare differently? Absolutely. Experience the difference, and you will too. NEA Baptist, healthcare for the next century.
Best savings anywhere at First National Bank. For a limited time only, a 13-month CD special at 4.15 annual percentage yield. You can visit fnbank.net/specials to lock in your rate today. Also available by visiting any of our 23 locations in Arkansas and Tennessee. 13 months, 4.15 APY at First National Bank. Offer valid as of November 2nd, 2022. Rates subject to change. Valid at all locations. $1,000 minimum to open. Penalty for early withdrawal. Member FDIC, equal housing lender.
Welcome back to Central Dealership Stadium, where the party is on. Valley View defeats Farmington tonight in a back-and-forth affair, 41-39, your final score. And Sean Cockrell just got a Gatorade bath down there on the sideline. We're hoping to get him up here for a post-game visit pretty soon. But right now, let's take this opportunity to recap scoring from the wild and woolly second half as we welcome you in to our more air conditioning post-game report. Recapping the second half scoring, it was 14-11. Valley View with a 3-point lead at the half. Farmington took the early lead in the second half. Well, let's just delay that for a moment as we're joined right now by a very happy Coach Sean Cockrell. And congratulations, Coach, on a heck of a win. 41-39. I've lost count. I haven't had a chance to recap all the times that the lead changed in this game, but just give me your overall thoughts right now.
I'm just so proud. These guys and these coaches, man, they've done so much all year, and everybody doubts us. You know, nobody gives us the respect that we deserve, and finally we pulled one off, and just so happy the way they played. You know, they'd look grim at 39-35.
Yeah,
and
sure
then we
did.
make a 80, 90-yard pass, whatever it was. And so just super excited for our kids.
Well, there were so many great performances by your team tonight, so many great individual performances, but you got to start with Jay Mormon. 3 interceptions tonight, and boy, you talk about a senior stepping up. You got that from that young man tonight.
He did, and and
playing with a hurt foot.
Yeah, and had the pick 6. Then he had 2 more that really helped us out. The kid stepped up and played, and obviously we're probably going to leave him at safety from here on out. Kind of just goes and makes plays. So yeah, super proud for Jay.
Okay, you're up 14-11 at halftime. I mean, let's go back to the beginning of the game. Farmington takes the opening kickoff. Man, they whisk the ball down the field, cover 73 yards in less than 2 minutes. They look like a well-oiled machine. So after they score on that opening drive, what did you tell your team?
You know, we just had to regroup. Defensively, it was like we didn't know where receivers were. We were just kind of lost and shell-shocked and about the way they were going so fast. And I think it's, a tribute to them, and they're used to scoring a lot of points. And they did that, and once we settled in, our defense played unbelievable. Obviously, they made plays. I mean, they've got playmakers, and they probably should have been the 2 seed in that conference, but, somehow our kids stepped up every time that it started not to go our way, and just proud of them.
So Mormon gets you on the board. The first score was at pick 6, about a 25-yard interception return. That certainly, you could feel some momentum shift, obviously, right there. That really had to lift the spirits of your team.
It did. It got us going, and then we come back and get another score late, and then they get a field goal or whatever, and it's 14-11. And we felt good at halftime. We were struggling to run the football, and we did all night. But they were huge up front and really physical and took chances. But obviously Carson in the passing game really helped, and he ran the football effectively enough to where he can make those throws, and we had some great guys make some great catches.
Yeah, and you had that incredible 50-yard run by Turley there on the first score early in the third quarter, and what a great pitch he got there from Carson Turley, and that's something you guys don't do a whole lot.
Yeah, we have the option in, but it's just on one play, and so you don't see it very often. We practice it every day, but something that we just actually, it kind of works, and we felt like we could get outside on them because they were so good in the box, and you could tell how fast Slade is once he got that ball.
So just such a roller coaster ride here in the second half with I don't know how many lead changes there were. There were a bunch. I mean,
it seemed like every time I looked at the scoreboard,
yeah, it seemed like it. But as you mentioned, it looked pretty grim with 5:43 when they went ahead on that 3-yard run with a little less than 6 minutes to play. They went up 4 and appeared to have control of the game, but your guys just kept fighting.
Yeah, they had control of the game, and then we get the ball back and we go 4 and out, and our defense stepped up, got them in 4th and long, and Jay, basically knocks it down on that last play too. So once we got that, you still didn't know what we had, but the big play to Harmon, and somehow he outran that kid, kept him off of him, and it was a great throw by Carson.
A great night for the 5A East as the East goes 3-1 against the West.
Didn't know that.
Yeah, Harrison defeated Wynn defeated Harrison, and Batesville beat Prairie Grove.
Wow.
And Nettleton was the only team to lose tonight.
Wow, that's pretty good, and it's saying a lot for the East and the type of teams we have and the programs we have. So super excited for those guys as well.
So we'll be back here next week. You'll have either Bologna or Camden Fairview, and I think they were up pretty big last I heard on that score on that game.
Yeah, we figured it'd be Fairview if we had this opportunity. So we'll get some tape on them and we'll go to work.
All right, Coach. Again, congratulations on the win. Thanks for coming up for the visit. We'll see you next week.
Thank you so much, Randy.
Coach Sean Cockrell has been our guest, and once again, congratulations to him. We'll pause for a 1-minute timeout. Back to recap scoring when we return in a moment on the EAB Sports Network.
There we go. All right, thank you.
Anywhere at your #1 shipping source, Pack Mail in Jonesboro. Bring anything to Pack Mail, and they'll pack it, ship it, crate it, freight it, no matter how big, fragile, or awkwardly shaped. Since 1998, Pack Mail has been your #1 shipping source, the only authorized shipper of all the major carriers: UPS, FedEx, DHL, the Postal Service, and freight services, all in one store. At Pack Mail, you have choices. Here's Pack Mail Tim to tell us more.
Trey, we are the experts at finding solutions for even the most demanding shipping situations, and our experienced staff can help you choose the best option. So if you need to go to the post office, then FedEx, or all the way out to UPS terminal, and then get that international shipment to DHL, you can do it all in one fast, convenient, and friendly place. Pack Mail.
See, I told you, Pack Mail ships anything, anywhere, through any shipper. Pack Mail, voted the #1 printing, packaging, and shipping store in Jonesboro. Don't trust your shipping needs to just anybody. Trust Pack Mail. 361 Southwest Drive in Jonesboro. Ship anything, anywhere, today at Pack Mail.
All right, we welcome you back to our More Air Conditioning postgame show on the heels of a 41-39 Valley View playoff win over Farmington. Be sure and tune in to the Ticket Radio Network Tuesdays at 5 as we present the More Air Conditioning Offensive Lineman of the Week. More is rewarding the guys in the trenches all year long. It's the More Air Conditioning Offensive Lineman of the Week, Tuesdays at 5 on the Ticket Radio Network. Let's recap scoring from the second half of this Wild and Woolly one. Valley View led 14-11 at the half. There were 5 lead changes in this game. One of those came on the 11:40 mark of the third quarter on a 35-yard Andrew Winters interception return for Farmington to put Farmington back up 18-14 after the extra point kick. Again, that score coming at the 11:40 mark of the third, but Valley View would get the lead right back with about a minute later with 10:49 to play in the third on a 50-yard run by Slade Caldwell. That was a 2-play, 65-yard drive. Brody Dix hit the extra point kick to put Valley View back on top, 21-18. Valley View would score again with 5:03 to play in the third on a 16-yard pass from Carson Turley to Mark Wilson. The extra point kick was good. It was an 8-play, 42-yard scoring drive that put the Blazers up 10, 28-18. Farmington would strike back on a 4-yard pass from Van Zandt to Peyton Funk. That was a 10-play, 65-yard drive. The kick made it 28-25. Valley View still up 3 at that point. Valley View would extend the lead with 11:22 to play in the fourth on a 26-yard run by Matt McMullen. That was a 3-play, 33-yard scoring drive set up by a Mormon interception, one of 3 on the night for him. Pushed the Blazers back to a 10-point advantage, 35-25. Farmington would come back. They would score with 8:28 to play in the game on a 24-yard pass to Peyton Funk. The extra point kick was good. That was a 10-play, 64-yard scoring drive that pulled the Cardinals to within 2. They would take the lead with 5:43 to play on a 3-yard run by Cooper Gardenhire. A 4-play, 11-yard drive that put the Cardinals back up 39-35. But Valley View not finished. The Blazers would get the go-ahead winning score with 2:57 to play on an 87-yard pass from Carson Turley to Jackson Harmon. The extra point kick was no good, but the Blazers didn't need it. They hang on to win it 41-39 in a game that had 5 lead changes. We also saw 3 interceptions from senior defensive back Jay Mormon, and as a result, it's a no-brainer on our JOSM player of the game for this one. Sometimes that's a tough decision to make, but Not tonight. Jay Mormon is your player of the game, brought to you by Jonesboro Orthopedics and Sports Medicine, getting you back in the game for more than 40 years. So we'll be back on the air Monday night with Blazer basketball as the Lady Blazers open the season at Truman. And we will be back here next Friday night against Camden Fairview for round 2 of the 5A playoffs. Next Friday night, we hope you'll join us. Again, special thanks to all of our behind-the-scenes crew. Our producer and engineer, network engineer tonight was David Whitman. Our streaming crew includes Gabriel Dyer, Carter Zipfel, Martin Fletcher, Aiden Rector, and our crew chief, Taylor Settlemeyer, and our executive producer of Blazer Football on the EAB Sports Network is Scott Woodson. Again, your final, Valley View wins at 41-39. You've been listening to Blazer Football on the EAB Sports Network. Have a great weekend.
You've been listening to Valley View
Thanks,
Blazer
David. Great
Football
job.